Here we go. Good evening. A very warm welcome back to Fournilwrittenalloverit, everyone. Hope you're all well. Welcome along to the stream. We are here. We are ready. There are 7 minutes to go until we get underway tonight. Anthony Martin, good evening to you. He's going for a Fournilwrittenalloverit. Hello to Matt Cobb on Facebook. Has this one got the potential for 4-0? You bet it has. Matt, I'm feeling the same way as you, mate. I think we could potentially be looking at a 4-0 written all over a win this evening. We do not want to underestimate our opponents. Kenny Jackett's made that extremely clear in the week. However, I think if it's going to happen, it's going to be against the team that we're playing tonight, isn't it? I think, you know, that's a given. I mean, we did it earlier on in the season against Northampton, didn't we? So, you know, AFC Wimbledon looked like a similar outfit. And yeah, I think we're going to do it tonight. I've got the feeling that it's going to be a 4-0 win. Ladies and gents, as you can see, I'm not going to be on my own this evening. Very shortly, Andrew will join us. He's just jumping out the shower. He's had a long day at work. He's just jumping out the shower. And there is good news for you. We will not be eating on the stream this evening. There will be no eating because we have all eaten. There will just be non-stop commentary for 90 minutes. We have also got some guests lined up for you at halftime this evening. And what a comment to get on the screen. There he is. The man himself. He's going to be busy on Warzone or whatever he's doing tonight, but he's joined the stream nice early. Nice to see you, mate. Hope you're well. Hello to Douglas Shepherd. Say hello to your mum for me as well, Alex. And Harry thinks it's going to be 2-0 to Pompey. Good evening and welcome along. Hello to PJ. We are going up a must-win tonight. Again, it's a must-win, and I completely agree with you, PJ. Every single one of them is a must-win. Every single one of them is a must-win. Time to beat the Wombles. The game is on iFollow, and if you are a season ticket holder or a flexi season ticket holder, whatever it is these days, you can get one for free. They will send you a little code that you can use in order to watch it, which is what we're doing tonight. So we've got it for free, which is wonderful. Harvey White needs some game time. He is on the bench, boys and girls. We'll go through the team lineups in just a minute. Adam saying one of the most promising Pompey players the last 5 years. He's on the bench. I know, mate. Very exciting. Hello to Liam. He's popping in to wish us good luck. Thank you very much indeed, mate. Good evening to Brendan. Hope you're well, mate. Mackenzie is in. He's saying 3-1 and Pompey and Ipswich to be promoted. And as BPFC Vlogs has very kindly said, let's get the stream up to 100 likes. What are we looking at now? 25, boys and girls. We're a quarter of the way there already. Get it up to 100. And that would be absolutely glorious. And if you are brand new to this stream as well, feel free to drop us a subscribe as well. We are well on the way towards the big 7K mark. So that'd be brilliant if you'd be able to join us. We'll be cheering on the Shrews tonight too, absolutely. 10-0 when we play in Accrington. We are playing Accrington sometime in February, I believe. I think that one's already been re-thingied. So there we go. Hopefully that will be a big one as well. Max is saying, I must say, Wimbledon's a tough game. It was the first game I was at on Boxing Day 2017. Yeah, a bit of a bogey side in recent years, AFC Wimbledon for us. I think, you know, we've had a couple of results up there. I don't know if anyone remembers the last time we were at AFC Wimbledon. I think we were all chanting "Jack it out" behind the dugouts. So that was fun. Good evening to Ollie. I think his game's got 4 written all over it. Ollie, I am inclined to agree with you, my friend. And good evening to Craig, who's going for a 3-0 win this evening. I thought I'd drop by before the match because I have a code for offer as well. There you go, mate. You're watching it alongside us this evening. That's great to hear. Hello to Brian from sunny Rio. Hope you're well, mate. And yeah, welcome along to the stream. And thanks for joining us. It's lovely to have you. Boys and girls, I think it's time we had a look at the team lineups for you. Let's start with the AFC Wimbledon team. In goal is number 1, Sam Walker. A back 3 they are playing of Daniel Skosa from Hungary. William Nightingale, who's a 25-year-old. Luke O'Neill as well. I've spelt Neil wrong on my notes. There we go. Midfield, they're playing a midfield 5 of Nesta Guinness Walker, Jack Rodoni, Callum Riley, Alex Woodyard, Che Alexander, and up top, Joe Pigott and Ryan Longman. Joe Pigott actually with 10 goals to his name so far this season. Ryan Longman with 5 goals too. Right, that is what we're looking at for the AFC. Am I shouting? It's because I've got one ear in. Sorry. That's what we're looking at for the AFC Wimbledon lineup. Hello to Smithy Boy. Welcome along, mate. Hope you're well. Callum Riley's really good, according to Pompey Jack Vlogs. Turn it down. What?
Yeah, but if you stop shouting, I'll come.
Good evening to BPFC Vlogs. Joe Piggott is the one we need to look out for. Yeah, he does. He looks dangerous. A player Pompey from Malta says, Dirk, welcome along to the stream. Dirk, hope you are well. Right, let's take you through your Pompey lineup for the evening. It looks a little bit like this. In goal, number 1, Craig McGilvery. Back 4 of Callum Johnson, Jack Watmore, Sean Raggett and Lee Brown. A midfield of Tom Naylor, Andy Cannon, Marcus Harness and Ryan Williams. And I think actually it's a slight change of formation there. And it was last week. It's an unchanged lineup. And it's Michael Jacobs and John Marquis up top. On the bench, as Andrew comes in to join us, he's going to sit down and put some socks on before he does that. But a warm welcome to the bench for Harvey White, mate.
Oh, good.
Straight in on the bench, signed on loan from Tottenham yesterday.
Yeah, who's he going to come in for, I wonder?
Well, this is the thing. This is what we were talking about, wasn't it? I mean, it's going to be interesting to see who he actually comes in for. Would you like to come and sit here?
Yeah, give me a second. I'll sort the teeth out.
So your teeth out. Well, the teams are out on the pitch. I'm watching Sean Raggett at the moment. Loads of people want to say good evening to you, by the way. So,
that's what they do.
Chris, evening, Andrew. How are the fish?
Yeah, wonderful, Chris.
Anytime today, be lovely.
Yeah, just a minute.
You just going around shutting all the windows in this room.
Yes.
We will see you at half-time. Trophy Hunter, enjoy the game, mate. Good evening to Jack. Hope you're well. Welcome along to the stream. And here he is. Yeah, give my Tom Mead a shout out. It's your son called Tom as well, Sean. Lovely stuff, mate. Good evening to Tom. Hope he's well. Andrew's in the house. Welcome, mate. How you feeling?
Yeah, absolutely fantastic, Tom. Good win on Saturday against Fleetwood, wasn't it? Tonight, I think I fancy this 4-0.
Well, anything you should say that, or funny you should say that, because I feel the same way. I think if it's going to happen, it's going to be tonight, isn't it? With a 4-0 win.
Well, it's going to happen at some point when we're actually at a game or streaming it. But I really do fancy this. I think they're a poor side, Tom, and we've got to take advantage of that. Often we play poorly against poor sides, sadly, because they make it a difficult game. It's almost like a championship team playing a
let's
League
hope
2
it's
team,
not
isn't it?
one of those evenings tonight. Let's hope we don't have that.
Let's hope not. Otherwise, there'd be a chorus of "Jack It Out," wouldn't there?
Yes, but quite. I don't think there will be. A Hull City are 3-0 up against Accrington Stanley. That one looks pretty much done and dusted. So
that's an early kickoff, isn't it?
It is an early kickoff. Phil, you'll be pleased to know, mate, we have both eaten, so there will be no food on the stream this evening. Hello to Richard Newman. He says, good evening, Tom and Andrew. Good evening straight back to you, mate. Hope you're well. And Ollie Clark saying good evening, Andrew, as well. And Leah said, what's for supper this evening? We've already eaten, mate. What did we have?
We had Lincolnshire sausages.
We did.
Mashed potato.
Yes. And it was glorious.
Massive.
It was massive.
I think there's a sad lacking of peas on there.
Yeah, I was wondering where the peas were, actually, at the time. They're in the freezer. Would you like to tell everyone about the pea situation we had the other day?
No, let's move on.
Should we move on? Yeah. We had a bit of a spillage in the house, boys and girls. It was. I won't tell you whose fault it was, but
let's just move on.
It was. It was one of us. The teams are having a bit of a huddle. I believe we're going to have a minute's silence for Bobby Kellard, who is I will just find out exactly who he is for you. He is the former Pompey midfielder. I don't know if it rings a bell to you, mate. Bobby Kellard.
No, I think it's before my time, Tom.
Might have
been.
Tell you
what, though, the weather is shocking. Look at it.
It's not the best news. It's not brilliant, is it?
That doesn't make it a good game of football, does it, when it's like that?
Phil has asked, there was gravy, Phil. We can confirm there was gravy.
Onion gravy with some spices in it as well.
There were some spices?
Yeah.
Excellent. And
let's give it a silence, Tom, for a minute.
Yeah, let's give it a silence, absolutely. It's actually applause as it goes.
Yeah, but we're not going to talk over it.
It looked quite cold there this evening. The referee is Trevor Kettle. I have no idea if he's a decent referee or not, but there we go.
He makes a nice cup of tea, apparently.
Apparently he does, yeah, absolutely. But yeah, rest in peace to Bobby Kellard, who played for Pompey twice, I believe, and kind of both times he played for us is the comment from William Thompson. So there we go. But you don't remember him. He did look like it was a black and white picture, so it's a little bit before your time.
My time, yeah, probably.
But there we go. The players take the knee, and we are just about to get off and underway. When was Andrew's first game watching Pompey? Do you remember your first game?
Oh, I do, yes. It was 19. I'm not going to give it away, Tom, because I've been sitting there with my age then, but it was 1969, mate. And it was away at Queen's Park Rangers at Loftus Road.
There we go. John Marquis is often rocketing away, but it's skipped away from him, and it's Sam Walker, the 29-year-old goalkeeper for AFC Wimbledon, who can come and gather that for the first time this evening. Should we see where this would put Pompey in the table this evening then? I think that might be a good idea, mightn't it?
Well, Hull are winning 3-0, aren't they? So they'll be
second. They are, but I believe we can go.
This could be a bit of a wish-wash tonight, Tom. A bit of a lottery, I think, because this could be slippery, windy, and shocking out there, isn't it, really?
We can actually go above Hull this evening.
Even if they win.
With a win, or with a point. So, there we go. Craig McGilvery, looking like the Scottish Yashin.
Fantastic clearance. Was that Watmore or was that Raggett?
I'm not sure. It was probably Watmore if it was fantastic. I wouldn't have thought it was Sean Raggett.
Fantastic clearance. He cleared it from inside the box under pressure to the halfway line, literally. This is good stuff. That's unfortunate not to get to John Marcus.
But who it does get to.
And what's going to happen is I think they'll be told, especially Wimbledon, just get anywhere near the box, just hit it, shoot from any distance, because it's so wet and windy, slippery surface, slippery in the keeper's face, a lot of rain in the keeper's face. Just shoot from distance, I would say, because it's going to be slippery in it. Well, shoot from distance, Joe Pigott just did. It was high and wide of Craig McGilvery's post. So no worries there. Right, good evening, everyone, and a very warm welcome along. If you're just joining us, we're bringing you Pompey versus Wimbledon. It is live right here on Fournilwrittenalloverit with myself and Andrew. We will also have some special guests joining us at halftime too. Ladies and gents, if you could get the stream up to 100 likes as well, that would be brilliant. And also, goes without saying by now, but subscribe to the channel if you are brand new. Hello to Sully. Welcome along to the stream, mate. His score prediction is a 2-0 win. Mate, I'm going to double that. I'm going to say 4-0. Rebecca, how are you? It was her birthday yesterday. Well, a very happy birthday to you, Rebecca, from myself and Andrew. I hope you had a fantastic day in lockdown. Yep, happy birthday. Happy lockdown birthday. Let's hope it's the first and last. Yes, absolutely. Well, no, I was about to say that might have been a second, but it wasn't. No, it wasn't yet, was it? Almost. I've got wet glasses on. You've got wet glasses on. Is that because of the rain? Or yeah, it is. Right, there we go. No, it's because I'm crying. Oh, it's a throw down the line. It's because I'm missing Sean Meads. You're missing Sean Meads. Yeah. There we go. It's Ryan Longmanu played a ball down the left-hand side for AFC Wimbledon. He scored 5 goals this season. It's gone out, and Callum Johnson takes a throw in. It's Andy Cannon on the ball, and that will be a AFC Wimbledon throw in on this near touch line. And I think most people are watching this, aren't they? That you're talking to. I don't know. We've got no way of telling, to be honest. Ask people. You could ask. You've got a voice. How many people are actually watching this? All right, well, there's 94 people watching right now. Let's see how many 94 people out of 94 are actually watching the game. Well, they might not be Pompey fans. They might also not have iFollow. That's what I'm saying. How many are there? We'll see. We'll find out. We'll see. Aaron is just listening to us, and he will be joining us later on as well. So there we go. Oh, Aaron, you need some commentary then, my friend. Well, hence the reason why we're here. You're not talking about nothing about the commentary. Well, that's partly your fault as well. Oh. It's a two-way street, isn't it? Right, Nestor Guinness-Walker, the 21-year-old's got the ball in his hands now. He's about to take a throw in for FC Wimbledon. It's a big one. Well into his own half, wasn't he? He was. Big elbows there from that number 39. Is that who is that 39? Is that that's Joe Pigott? He's scored 10 already. He's a big old unit.
Jake Parker's only listening to us. Mackenzie watches the game and listens to us. Sully's not watching the game. Sean's watching the game.
Andy Cannon, absolutely massive again.
Only listening to you boys, just watching the stream. There we go. So some people watching the game, some people just listening to us, but most people, funny enough, that have commented are listening to us as well as the football, if they're listening to the football.
Yeah.
So it's a definite that they're watching because they're seeing this.
Yeah. Well, I can give them my
exquisite. What we'll do as we did on Saturday, I think I'll give you a general overview of what's happening, and then if you provide a comment.
Well, to be honest, at the moment, not a great deal's happening.
Well,
it's a pretty neutral out game.
There's not much to tell you about.
A few passes we put together, a few runs. They've had a few passes together, a few runs. Weather conditions are shocking, as we can see. I think there's a lot of wind towards the Fratton end. It looks like. The wind towards the Milton end. So we've got the wind and the rain behind us at the first half.
What a great comment. Chris Baker's enjoying the commentary from Barbados. Good evening to Chris. I'm sure the weather's a lot nicer than it is here, Chris.
Yeah, I bet it is, especially that time of day.
But if you're like Chris and you're enjoying the commentary, leave us a like down below and also subscribe if you're brand new. It's Glyn Hodges, who is the AFC Wimbledon manager. Does he ring a bell?
No.
That's because he's the manager for AFC Wimbledon.
Yes, I don't know his history. Meaty will know because he knows everything.
I'm sure there's plenty of people that can tell us all about the AFC Wimbledon manager.
Wimbledon are getting stuck in, Tom. I noticed they're going into flying into tackles, especially on a wet, damp night like tonight. It's going to unsettle the players a little bit. A lot of free kicks going our way at the present time. This looks like an interesting one from the halfway line, just inside Harness on the right-hand side. He's going to take him on and pop the ball, gets the ball in, and Marcus just got under it. But two players got away. Andy Cannon comes out.
Tom Naylor and Andy Cannon were looking for it. Cannon's still alive here for him. Michael Jacobs sets it back to Marquis.
Who hits it from outside the box, and it's bounced out
to Callum Johnson.
Callum Johnson, he's got the defender on. Good defending, to be fair.
It wasn't brilliant defending.
It was.
Jack Radoni's got to deal with that one.
And that's
Tom Naylor. There's where to put it.
Not when there's no one in the box.
No one there.
Puts it in the box and no one's there to collect it.
And here comes AFC Wimbledon.
On a quick counter-attack, looks like. That is a good ball, but Jack Watmore's equal to it. So that's it. Now we're under control again.
Crikey, check you out, Mr. Martin Tyler.
Well, I'm just trying to give the guy in Barbados the time of his life.
Absolutely. Hello to Dylan's mum, who is watching the stream with this evening. Give us a wave.
Hello, Dylan's
Adam said, do you think we see White playing left back for us? Interesting, to be honest with you, Adam. We'll tell you about that in a moment. Right now, Callum Johnson's working his way down the right, but he's giving it away, unfortunately, to Radoni in the centre circle.
They're pretty quick.
And here come AFC Wimbledon. I was about to say.
Counter-attack, aren't they?
Yeah.
We need to be careful here because they're obviously their game is to sit back a little bit and let us play football, and then
ball goes
on the counter.
Oh,
and it comes off Raggett for a corner.
Conceded a corner which you really didn't need to concede, boys and girls. It's one of those, unfortunately.
He needs to control it better in that position, and he's got no one pressing him. The ball's coming quick. He's on his own. He's on the 6-yard line. He's only going to just take a touch and then move it. I think because that's Raggett, he panics a bit because he doesn't know who's around him. He's not aware enough. If that had been Jack Watmore, we'd have pulled that together and walked out with it.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if we can compare him directly, or can we compare him directly? We can compare him directly.
Play the same position, but one's rubbish and the other one's good.
Good evening to Darren Francis from Vancouver. A very warm welcome along to the stream, mate. Thanks for joining us. And
it's a dangerous ball in from.
It was a dangerous ball, but Ryan Williams was there to deal with it. And it's a ball back goalwards, and it's easy for Craig McGilvery to gather.
And he gets it out.
It's a good throw out to Marcus Harness,
who has nearly put in Williams.
What is Andrew wearing underneath his shirt?
Can't say, secret.
It's a white shirt.
It's a white T-shirt.
I can confirm it's a white T-shirt.
In the old days, Meaty will know this. It used to be called a granddad shirt.
Can I just say, well, you're not a granddad yet.
No. But
Plymouth Argyle have taken the lead against Sunderland. It is... Oh, you sound very excited about that.
I don't like to see Plymouth win anything, mate.
It's Sunderland 0, Plymouth Argyle 1. I know you don't like to see Plymouth win anything. However,
it helps us a bit.
It helps us a little bit, absolutely. Here's Andy Cannon now for Pompey on that far side, twisting and turning, and finds a colleague in League Brown who plays it back to Sean Raggett. Pompey enjoying a little bit of possession as the game has settled down after a feisty 9 minutes, would you say?
I'd say Yeah, the weather seems to have eased a little bit. The rain stopped, I think, and the wind's dropped a little bit, so we might get a better game.
Sean Raggett has just tried to play the ball back to Lee Brown, but he ended up kicking it into the north stand. Did you see that?
Yeah,
he just tapped it back to him and went over the hoardings.
He's special, isn't he?
There we go. Like the commentary, can't get sown on Express FM in Littlehampton. Mrs. and I met your MK Dons play at Pompey. Welcome to the stream, mate. Thank you for your kind words. We'll keep the commentary coming for you, and hope you enjoy the rest of the stream. Jack Watmore rose like a salmon there, but he's given it straight back to AFC Wimbledon. Here's one of the danger man, Ryan Longman, but again, Jack Watmore's back there to deal with that, and that will be
for
goal kick for Craig McGilvery.
Jack Watmore is absolutely immense.
He's sublime.
We've just got to keep him fit, haven't we?
Yeah. The longer he stays fit, the better things are, aren't they? But he does have a tendency of becoming injured quite easily, doesn't he? Which is a shame. Yeah. But there we go. Other than what we've been speaking about, there's not an awful lot to tell you about for the time being.
No,
but it has been an interesting start, hasn't it? I think
it has.
There's a couple of chances either way. Nothing too much to write home about as Nesta Guinness-Walker waits to receive the ball from the south stand lower. He's rubbing it in his shirt.
He's got a long throw on him there.
He has got a long throw on him. And it's won by Callum Johnson. There's Ryan Williams.
I think at the minute Wimbledon are
not
looking as bad as they on paper, are they? They look a bit better side actually than perhaps Fleetwood looked, if I might say so, in the first 10 minutes.
Mark has asked, what did Andrew make of Mickey Fillery back in the day?
To be honest with you, I don't recall watching him play, if I'm honest with you. Fillery.
Does the name ring a bell?
A bell rings a name, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure who Mickey Fillery was, Tom, if I'm honest. No, I remember most players, and I'm getting older now, so my memory's not as good. But ask Meaty. Meaty's he's old. He knows.
Hello and a very good evening to the people of Argentina. Buenas noches, buenas tardes. Hope you're well. And thanks for joining us. Sean has asked. It's not asked, sorry. He's made a statement regarding loving Kenny's trousers.
Oh, has he got them on again?
We will take a look and see. It's his Tuesday trousers, isn't it? That's what it is. He only gets them out on special Tuesday nights.
Is it Tuesday tunic colour?
Well, I'm not sure if it's.
Let's have a look. See, I can't wait to see these.
I can't wait to see them either. Callum Johnson's going to take a throw in. He has also got a long throw on him, and that's as far as Marcus Harness. John Marquis not looking quite at the races so far for Pompey as the referee blows up for a free kick as Sean Raggett has conceded.
Raggett's trying to scare the ref with his teeth.
He's conceded more than he's won so far this evening. He's conceded a corner. In fact, that's
just pushed
he's just pushed him over.
And this is what ref me? Yes, you Raggett.
It was you, Raggett. There's not even any. There's no point in protesting something like that, is there? It's ridiculous. Oh, actually, we can. Oh, another shot from distance. Why do they keep?
I told you they're going to shoot from distance, aren't they?
Why is that though?
Because it's wet and windy and it can go anywhere.
Right.
What's this?
Oh, I've just put the football on. Do you want me to turn it off? Is it distracting?
Garbage.
I don't want the Premier League on. League One's where it is. Fillery was an average player, long, fuzzy, curly hair, says Sean Mees, the legend. There we go. Long, frizzy hair, Mickey Fillery. There we go.
Jack Watmore's just dug that out again. Brilliant football from Jack Watmore. He is such a cool character. I mean, when I say cool, he's relaxed.
Yeah.
He's got everything, isn't he, Jack Watmore?
Here's Tom Naylor, another man who's got everything.
Passing football from Pompey into their half now. Is that Andy Cannon? And
it is.
It's Cannon. He lays it out to
Callum Johnson.
Callum Johnson.
Do you want to commentate or do you want me to do it?
You to do it, but Callum, what I would do is I'm going to critique it a little bit. Callum
Please
Johnson had the opportunity to move into a space at the right wing then, and he didn't. He stood still. He should have moved into that space and the ball would have been through to him.
I feel like the people watching might agree with me and you might agree with me, but I only ever really feel like I see Callum Johnson with the ball in his hands to take a throw in. Now that's not a We're going to come back to that thought in a minute as Michael Jacobs fires a ball across to John Marquis, and Andy Cannon has hit it.
Great shot, a great save.
It's a good save by Sam Walker.
Andy Cannon's hit it from 22 yards.
And that is the moment of the game so far for Pompey.
Great shot on goal.
Here he is again, Andy Cannon outside the box. Lays it off for Naylor, who nearly went for the spectacular.
Just outside the penalty area, curls it in to Marquis as a corner ball.
It's not.
He's given a goal kick.
Referee's made an absolute howler of a decision there. There we go. Very much for what you do, Portsmouth will win and can get this green team actor.
Let's watch this corner again.
We watched the corner.
Oh, that's Andy Cannon's shot.
Andy Cannon's shot.
He placed it, but hit it with pace into the bottom
Cheers,
corner.
matey.
The keeper was equal to it.
Ipswich aren't playing tonight, are they? I think they were going to get the game rearranged, and then it didn't happen, didn't it? But thanks for joining the stream, Matty. Nice to see you, mate. Hello to Leeds 2021. And good evening to Lewis Mabe as well. Welcome along on Facebook. And we are all very much hoping for the win.
Indeed we are.
And the referee's blown up for a free kick for Marcus Harness, which will be taken quickly by Tom Naylor, perhaps a little bit too quickly. No, it's all right. Callum Johnson's managed to find Marcus Harness as he trotted down nearby, and he's almost done his player there, but it's good defending from Daniel Soccer.
It's a free throw in now, a long throw in.
Hungarian.
He's quite good, isn't he? That left back for them.
Is Daniel Kossa is his name. And he is, as I said, he's Hungarian, and he's he looks all right, doesn't he? I quite like the kit as well. Wimbledon. It's quite a nice away strip, isn't it? And that will be. I haven't yet to see Kenny Jackett's trousers.
Kit,
no, the home kit's blue, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
There we go. All the way back to Craig McGilvery, who fires long to Callum Johnson, who's headed it on in the direction of Marcus. Sorry, not Marcus.
Yeah, John Marcus, yeah.
Well, I said Marcus, though. I was about to say Marcus Harness, but it was John Marquis. And once again, Daniel Cossa's there doing the defending, and it's another Pompey throw-in on this near side. And that is about it to tell you all about for now. It's a short throw-in from Callum Johnson to Jacobs, who's impeccable skill there. Andy Cannon on the edge of the penalty area, threads a ball through, and it's almost brilliant.
Brilliant ball from Cannon, and no one else was following the pattern.
The pattern?
The pattern of the game. He just thread that ball through. There's two players that could have run onto that, and they didn't. Sad. But there you go.
There we go. Aaron has said, need to start scoring goals as whole goal difference to Pompey is now only 2. It's a very good point. We'll discuss more at half-time, Aaron, if we haven't scored any before then. Here is the Wimbledon goalkeeper, Sam Walker, who's about to take a goal kick, funny enough.
It's taken 20 minutes to take it.
It has taken quite some time. As the camera's beginning to mist up with the Wayne Rooney and the weather conditions this evening. As that one is, that's a bit messy, wasn't it, from Jacobs and Andy Cannon? But it's all sorted with Lee Brown. He takes it over halfway and he looks to find Ryan Williams. That ball's cut out by Callum Riley.
Get into him, Brownie.
And it's a cross ball right across the pitch there, and it's this lane left-hand side, and it's Daniel Costa who fires the ball forward, and it's Jack Rodoni will run onto that, and Jack Watmore's done well. Great not the best.
It was brilliant to the keeper.
Well, it was, but it's put us under pressure here. It's Wimbledon on the edge of the penalty area, and it's well, you would have thought Jack Watmore would try and make it a little bit easier for Craig McGilvery there. He didn't have anywhere to go. I agree, but
nowhere to go. He's going to put it out for a corner, or he's going to knock it back to the keeper when he thought he's in a good position. And the keeper's got a volley it, hasn't he? He's got.
He can't volley it first time, just in case it goes pear-shaped, can he?
Yeah. A keeper probably gave Jack a shout as well and said, "Knock it back to me."
You reckon? I think the word is dealt with it appropriately. Is probably the way you describe that.
They haven't scored from it yet, have they? So,
Andrew McKay's got a bet on us tonight, hoping we get all 3 points. So are we. MK Dons are 2 up against Fleetwood as the ball is loose in the penalty area. I believe that'll be a goal kick.
That nearly got bundled in.
That was a bit of a scramble in the box there, wasn't it? We'll tell you all about it as we see the replay, but that didn't look pretty from a Pompey defensive point of view. What did you make of it?
I think it's just, as we said, it's the conditions. They've just whipped the ball into the centre of for the penalty area, haven't they? just hoping that they're all trying to get the head.
It actually wasn't as bad as it looked, to be honest. Everyone just sort of stood watching the ball, didn't they?
Yeah, it just bounced off them. But they look a little bit more dangerous. If I say, don't mind me saying so. I do mind me saying so. They look a lot more dangerous than Fleetwood, I think.
I thought you were about to say a lot more dangerous than us.
No, I think they're not. They're pretty quick. I think the game plan, I think, is to sit back, soak up some pressure, hopefully keep it at 0-0. That's their position, I think. And then nick one on the break. They're going to waste as much time as possible as well. They're taking the time on all the throw-ins and set plays, aren't they?
Yeah, trying to make the game as boring as possible, but that's not going to wash for too long. I feel like Pompey will grow into this game, and we have done already.
It's just they don't. To be fairness to them, not making that many mistakes either, are they?
No, they're not, but they will. I'm sure they will.
We've got to, but
they've making enough mistakes so far this season.
Sensible bunch of players out there, Tom. If you don't mind me saying, because I think it's
quite a lot of space there, but it's that sort of thing, isn't it? It's
the conditions again. He's paced it. He's put the ball at pace.
He has
55 yards across the pitch.
To describe it to you, it's Alex Woodyard who's fired a ball with the outside of his boot, a bit like the De Bruyne cross. If anyone saw that against Crystal Palace on Sunday, but yeah, it was, and it just wasn't quite. You know, you wouldn't see a Pompey player do that, would you?
No, I think if I was one of the two managers, I think I'd be the Wimbledon manager's probably a little bit happier about the way things are going for him right now than Trouser Man is.
Than the Trouser Man?
Yeah.
There we go. Wimbledon on the ball again now. Here comes Nesta Guinness Walker, the 21-year-old, and Marcus Harness has done well to deal with that one. It will be a throw-in for the visitors as we approach the 21-minute mark, coming up to halfway through this first half.
25 yards out throwing, isn't it? So he's got a big throw in, this guy.
He has.
They don't look like much movement from Wimbledon, to be fair. They're just waiting, aren't they?
They don't look too bad, do they?
No, I think they look all right, to be fair. No, I meant from that throwing, but...
Here's Andy Cannon now for Pompey.
Fantastic.
It's a brilliant turn, and it's Michael Jacobs in midfield who finds Callum Johnson on this near side. It's down to Marcus Harness. And he's played an absolute shocker of a ball.
Waste of a ball across the park.
It was a waste of a ball.
To them in the centre, so.
And here comes Luke O'Neill now. It's Alexander. Here comes the ball in, and it's away by Sean Raggett first time. Excellent header. But it is all the way back out to Luke O'Neill once again. 40 yards out on the right-hand side. Is Ryan Williams doing his best to get the ball off them, but he can't do so. John Marquis called into action as the ball is spread by AFC Wimbledon. It's down to Daniel Cossa, and the ball goes out for a Pompey throw-in.
At the halfway line.
On the halfway line. It is Pompey. Well, you can see it on your screen, but it is Pompey 0, AFC Wimbledon 0. A very good evening to everyone who joins us across YouTube and Facebook. If you haven't yet liked the stream, boys and girls, get us up to 100 likes. That would be wonderful. And also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Myself and Andrew are here every match day. We've got a couple of big streams coming up for you as well. We've got Charlton, Hull, and Lincoln all to come before the end of the month. We're actually, should we spoil it, or should we keep our cards close to our chest with regards to guests?
I'll wait to see who comes up.
Okay, all right. We've got a couple of guests for you who will be joining us for the duration over the next couple of weeks. You may be able to work out who they will be, but we'll leave it at that for now. Marcus Harness now with a great touch. Is he through? Yes, he is. Can he find John Marquis? No, he can't, and the ball's away from AFC Wimbledon. And that was a moment of brilliance from Marcus Harness there. He looked quality.
Get wide, Williams. Wow. Got to go wide, isn't he?
Yeah, it's
so we're missing Ronan Curtis up on the left wing, aren't we?
There's a brilliant comment from Sean Hamilton. At least Jacket cannot bring on Prim Morris. He is now left us for Northampton Town on loan, which you might not know. You might have seen that. Did you not know?
See that actually. No.
I need to tell you about these things a bit more, don't I?
Because I'm busy doing stuff, and you get all the no, don't you?
I do get all the no. But referee.
Has he given it?
Yeah, he has given it as well. The referee's blown up for a foul on Ryan Williams.
There's got to be a card on it, just outside the
box. I thought it was a foul by Ryan Williams.
No, players run into him. Look, watch.
Right, well, he's going for the ball.
He's run into him, taking him out.
Well,
that's a card. That's a yellow, definitely.
I disagree. I think there's probably a little bit of a shout for both parties there. I wouldn't have thought as a referee.
He's just taking him out, mate. He's taking him out. He deliberately took him out. Watch it again. He was getting away from him. He just took him out. He just ran straight into the back of him and pushed him out of the way.
Well, will Adi agree to disagree?
He's got to give him a card. He's got to.
Here's Michael Jacobs. And as Adam has quite rightly said, this is Harvey White territory. The boy Harvey.
He's on the bench, isn't he?
He's on the bench.
Ain't the score, is he?
And funny enough, Jake, I am well. If he was on the pitch, I have made him aware. Don't worry, he's more in the know than you think. And it's not well. It was a great ball in. It wasn't a great header from Tom Naylor. He's fired it, looping over the crossbar, and it is still 0-0 here at Fratton Park.
That's a corner, isn't it?
Let me have a look. Here comes the ball again.
It's a corner.
It is a corner. How the hell is that not a corner? How strange is that? That's ridiculous, isn't it? It's finished at the KCOM Stadium. Hull City have beaten Accrington Stanley by 3-0. That is a confirmed victory for the Tigers. Andy's reminded me to respect my elders. Andrew's always right. Not on all refereeing decisions, he's not. But I will agree to disagree on this occasion.
You're less biased than I am, I must admit. But
yes,
also you're more fair about it than I am.
Can I also say I'm probably more qualified than you are on this particular situation.
Definitely. You watch that back, you'll agree with me. That was a shocking foul.
Here comes Alex Woodyard now.
He wasn't the last man, but he was the last man.
That's a great challenge from Callum Johnson. That is
a great challenge.
That's a wonderful challenge.
You've got to say where he is, Tom, because people aren't watching.
Sorry, I know. I've got to say where he is. It was a last ditch challenge as the AFC Wimbledon player got down to the byline, and he's now waiting to receive the ball. It's Nesta Guinness Walker again on this near side, who's got a
long throw on him.
A substitute taken as long as he possibly can. I think it's Ronan Curtis actually. It's taken a while to give him the ball back. Here we go then.
That's because Ronan want to get a feel of the ball.
Yeah, well, he's recovering still, I would imagine. And that one's a goal kick, referee. Well done. This was the best decision he's made all night, and that was courtesy of Jack Radoni. Andrew, your assumption of the first 26 minutes?
I think, Tom, I have seen Kenny's
trousers. My word, his trousers are immense.
I just spotted Kenny Jackett's trousers. They're a little bit better than them.
They don't match his coat very well, do they?
A little bit better than the ones he had on last week.
He blends into the south stand a little bit with those on, doesn't he? It's the same colour as the seats behind him.
I think they could be tarpaulin.
They could be.
Which stops the weather coming in, doesn't it?
They could be his waterproofs. Here's Andy Cannon with a ball up towards John Marquis. Can he get on the end of it before it goes out of play? He can, and that one's hacked away by Luke O'Neill. It's right. It's a throw-in for Pompey on the corner of the north stand and the Milton end.
And this looks like it's going to be a sensible throw from Brown from distance, I think. Yep.
Nope.
No, he wasn't.
Is Marcus Harness
just
outside the Wimbledon penalty area? Sorry. Cannon over there supporting him. It's Michael Jacobs.
Andy Cannon is
35 yards out, plays the ball down to Callum Johnson. I've got some good news for you, Andrew. Pompey are a goal in front. Here's Tom Naylor. Andy Cannon. It's going to work from this. It's going to be brilliant. Johnson. Brilliant.
Marcus, right?
Ryan Williams. And will it be John Marquis who's claiming it? I'm not sure.
Yes,
and Ryan Williams is unhappy about that. He's saying it's not your goal. And I think he would have got a touch on that. What a goal. That is how you score. That is brilliant. Johnson. And it was Marquis. It wasn't going in. No. It wasn't going in. Hold the front page. Hold the back page. I will update it straight away for you, boys. Oh, no, I can't. I haven't got the... Oh, no.
It was going in.
Was it going in?
It was going in, yeah.
Tell us about the goal, Andrew.
But it might not have gone in if Marcus hasn't hassled the keeper. I think it's a great header in. Great header from... Yeah, I think he might. If he wasn't there, it might not have gone in, Marcus. So I think we've got to give that to him. He's touched it in last.
That's excellent. And Pompey are a goal to the good at Fratton Park with just 28 minutes on the clock. A very good evening to everyone who's just recently joined us. We are live across YouTube and Facebook. And as I say, Pompey have scored. The deadlock has been broken at Fratton Park. And it is Pompey. Ready? Here we go. Pompey 1, AFC Wimbledon 0. Did that come at the right time?
Yeah, I think we needed it because they weren't getting on top or anything like that, were they? But they did look like, MK Dons 3, Fleetwood 0.
Yes.
That's how shocking Fleetwood are.
Well, yeah, exactly. MK Dons are nothing very special to write home about, are they? So, There we go. But excellent stuff from a Pompey point of view. It's a great time to score. And we were looking like it, weren't we? To be honest, we were looking like the team that was going to score. And it is Johnny Marquis who adds to his goal tally. He is turning in to Mickey Quinn, says the legend. Brilliant. This evening is getting better. Yeah, Sky saying it's a Marquis goal. It will go down as a Marquis goal. And here is Andy Cannon on.
Cannon is he is our best player by far.
I was going to say to you the other day, I don't know if this is too bold of a statement. You can probably help me out with this one, but I was going to say he's probably the best player we've had in his position.
Ooh.
As the ball was fired across the box by Marcus Harness and John Marquis couldn't quite get there, and that one will be picked up by AFC Wimbledon. Do you think Andy Cannon is one of the best players in his position we've had for 11 years? Since Championship days,
I'd say, yeah, you're probably right, Tom. What would worry me is this new guy coming in from Tottenham. If he's centre of midfield attacking player, then he might get a sniff ahead of Cannon. But I'd be disappointed if that was the case. I'd be very disappointed in Joe Gallen and our friend Jacket.
The ball spread out to the right hand side now.
It would be a tragedy.
And Lee Brown's done well there, actually.
Oh, he has, but he's given it. You've got to make sure from there, haven't you?
Wimbledon building again, 40 yards out. Ball goes in from Sean Raggett. Pompey leading by 1-0 thanks to a tap in from John Milton N. Marquis as Nesta Guinness Walker. He went sliding in and almost ended up in the south stand there, didn't he? But that'll be a Pompey throw-in. And, yeah, all good stuff. All good stuff. As Callum Johnson picks the ball up and marches over the touchline.
I'm going to say it's comfortable because it isn't, but it's
better, isn't it? It's better than being 0-0.
Yeah. It makes you feel a bit better, doesn't it?
There we go. Sorry, chat for a little, just for a second. Or don't chat, that's fine.
I'm just watching the game a little bit, Tom. I'm just about to talk before you put me under even more pressure. The ball's being played in our own half for a few minutes, Tom being knocked about. Our friend, Mr. Do you want me to take over? Yeah, you do.
Here's Nesta Guinness Walker now on the left-hand side for Pompey. Good evening to Sue Pompey Deathers. A very warm welcome along. I hope you're well. Callum Johnson's shirt far too small.
She's right about that. I think he's got quite a long body.
Yeah,
and he's got Connor Chaplin shirt on.
He's probably got a Connor Chaplin shirt on. Jack Watmore now will fire one longwards in the direction of Johnny Marquis. He touched it out of play for Pompey.
Is that Ken the Kit Man down there?
I don't know. Might be.
No, it's on their side, isn't it?
Is he drunk? I don't think you're drunk. Are you drunk?
Yeah, I am. No. I'm not.
Funny enough, he did not. He's been at work all day today. But I think you probably need to get drunk to work where we work, don't you? Is Marcus, what's his name?
Harness.
Marcus Harness. Thank you very much.
Are you drunk?
We'll never know. Ryan Longman outside the penalty area. And again,
Andy Cannon, absolutely immense. Now he's been taken out.
It's superbly one ball, and he has been taken out. The referee is not blowing up for anything. It's Callum Riley.
Abysmal.
He's not the best. Callum Riley fires the ball over towards Che Alexander, and that one will be a goal kick. And he's pointed at Andy Cannon, and he wants a bit of verbal with Andy Cannon, apparently. He wants to have a chat. I think that what will be going on in that conversation is Andy Cannon just said he's been taken out.
Didn't you see it?
Yeah.
He's got a fair point. He was taken out, and the ref gave him nothing.
Yeah, and he won the ball back, and the ref has probably said to him, look, be careful. And then Andy Cannon's gone, well, did you not just see that I got taken out?
Andy's a great player.
He's
got a short fuse, but he's a great player. But that's because he's passionate about it. It's all right. Raggett's going to...
Oh, my word. If in doubt...
Dump it 55 metres in the air.
And that's exactly what he's just done. 34 minutes now, and
Nice.
Ryan Williams could be in here, but it's good defending.
Corner.
It's good defending, and it won't be a corner, no. Oh, no, it is a corner. Sorry, it is. It will be a corner, and it will be... who's that over there?
It's Brown, isn't it?
It's not. It's Michael Jacobs on the far side.
Take it, yeah.
Here we go. Michael Jacobs preparing to take an in-swinger. Oh. Referee's not happy, and there's a little bit of a push going on between Sean Raggett and
Koska.
He's not. Look at him.
He's all over him, ref.
Sean Raggett loves it, doesn't he? He's going, I want to get on the end of this. And here comes the header. It's unlucky. Jack Watmore was there. But Joe Piggott, Marcus Harness is quick, and he's picked it up well on this near side. Gets a ball in, and it's a header, and it's right into the keeper's arms. And Jack Watmore's got to run back quickly.
Great header from Watmore.
It was a good header.
Not enough pace on it, I don't think. Power on it.
There we go. It's not the
great
best.
header. He put it right where it should go.
Oh yeah, the ball was brilliant, and so was the header. But it's just unfortunately it's into the arms of.
Just the ball didn't have
Sam
enough pace
Walker
on it to give it some.
No, yeah,
rebound.
it probably needed a bit of a bang, didn't it? Here comes
Marcus onto,
and it's on to Ryan Williams. He shoots it. Oh, what a goal!
Oh, what a beautiful goal!
That
Ryan Williams hit it from left centre of the penalty area D and hit it into the bottom corner. What a beautiful
Pompey have doubled the lead in some style, ladies and gents. What a finish!
Lovely layoff.
Oh, Marquis with the unselfish, and it's from outside the box. It's a brilliant strike. Oh, and if there was any concern about goal difference, boys and girls, Pompey are 2 up inside the first half. And with 5 minutes to go before half time, could this have?
How come you didn't tell me it was a goal before it went in?
Because I literally only just saw it.
Oh, look at this. Look from this angle.
Brilliant.
Keeper's got no chance.
Brilliant. Hold the front page.
This could be 4.
Are you going to hold the back page, or am I going to say that bit?
It's going to be 4-0.
It could quite easily be 4-0. Brilliant. 4-0 is on. Excellent.
That can only happen if Wimbledon don't score, Tom.
That is a very good point. Thank you for reminding everyone of that. Anyway, it's looking like, boys and girls, don't want to speak too soon, but it's looking like this is going to be one comfortable evening for Pompey. And there he is. Oh, no, that's not Kenny Jackett. It looks like him.
No, it's not the same trousers, is it? Look, there's
not the
Kenny.
Same trousers. I should have identified him by the trousers. Boys and girls, if you're just joining us, please make sure you like the stream. We're not even at 100 likes yet, boys and girls. We need to get that up, don't we? We know what to do there. So get that sorted. Get subscribing to the channel if you're brand new as well. And Sean Raggett has headed it behind, as you say, for the second time this evening.
For no reason at all.
A corner for no reason. And Craig McGilvery's
claps
him for his efforts.
Don't give him a tap for that. So get rid of it, man.
If you are just joining us, it's a tap in from Johnny Marquis. It's a brilliant finish from Ryan Williams as well.
Escape artist taking a corner, right?
It's the what? Sorry?
The escape artist, Houdini. You see there? Oh, no, Rudini, sorry.
Jack Rudoni.
Yeah.
Rudoni. It does sound a bit like Harry Houdini. Here comes that escape artist corner. It's a brilliant header away from Williams. That one's only as far as Che Alexandra, who heads one back in. And Jack Watmore rises like a salmon, and Sean Raggett fires away up the pitch in the direction of Ryan Williams. And that was brought down by the number 18, Nesta Guinness-Walker. Ladies and gents, Andy said if it's 4-0, you have to praise Raggett as he's half of a defensive pair. Clean sheets help you win games. Yeah, absolutely. Please don't encourage Raggett, says Sean Hamilton on Facebook. He's also said, William, what a goal. Just awesome. Shame he cannot shoot like that more regularly. There we go.
That's a negative response to the guy's goal. Great goal. He got 2 tonight if it wasn't for Marcus tapping it in. No, I just give him a bit of credit. I like Williams. I think he's a great player. He works his socks off all through the game, and he's very, very quick. He's a good football brain. Maybe a little bit greedy sometimes, but other than that, he's a great addition to the.
He's an asset, isn't he? He's an asset. It's Sean Raggett again with a brilliant nod down to Callum Johnson. He's taken that well, and it's now on to Andy Cannon. The ball's played to Daniel Koska, who was trying to pick a fight with Sean Raggett. We only know there's going to be one winner there if he should pick a fight with Big Sean. It's not a brilliant clearance from goal from the keeper, actually, and it's going to be Jack Watmore, who again rises brilliantly. And Ryan Williams, I believe, was returning for an offside position there. And this is Lee Brown. He's given it to the captain, Tom Naylor, working his way across halfway. 1-2 with Ryan Williams, but he's clattered out of it.
Played himself into trouble, didn't he?
He did play himself into trouble as AFC Wimbledon have the opportunity to come forward now through Lester Guinness Walker. Plays the ball up towards Jack Watmore, who headers away.
Under pressure again.
Johnny Marquis finds himself in a midfield position. He's having to do all the work himself as Tom Naylor is there now.
Get up there.
Yeah, I would say urge him to get up there.
He's hitting the back too far. Get up there.
And sure, what Michael Jacobs was thinking, they're returning all the way home to Craig McGilvery,
who knocks it back to the end of the north stand for a throw-in on the far side.
There we go. And we are now into the final 5 minutes at Fratton Park. You're watching Fournilwrittenalloverit, ladies and gents. A very good evening to you all. Myself and Andrew guiding you through this one. We're currently watching Kenny Jackett with his trousers that are blending into the south stand. The ever-animated Kenny Jackett as Andy Cannon plays the ball back to Jack Watmore now. So switching players. Callum Johnson will now bring this over halfway to John Marquis. Might have a... Oh, dear, that's not brilliant from Callum Johnson, is it? It's another ball. I wonder how many throw-ins there have been so far. There's been quite a few, haven't there?
Wimbledon have a few, haven't they?
Yeah.
Had that many.
There's been a couple on this near side.
John Marquis on the ball, heading towards... Oh, my God, he stood on it.
There we go. Oh,
Lincoln the score.
yeah, no, I was going to say. No, that was not an updated table, clearly, earlier on.
Oh, the top then.
Yeah. Well, Hull are top with a game in hand on everyone. I'm not sure what they... what's the score in the Lincoln game? Are they playing this evening? They might be. Not sure if they are. Should we have a look? See who they're playing this evening. Let's have a look. They are playing... Oh, no, they're not playing tonight. There we go. But Pompey still very much in and around those positions. I don't know why, actually. I think it's courtesy of that Hull City win. But we are...
Still only 1 point behind.
Yeah, no, it's...
They got a game in hand, but we've still got 1 point behind them, so they've got to win that game in hand, haven't they?
Yeah, exactly.
Who's below us then?
There's a little bit of space, actually. A bit worried about Doncaster. They've still got a game in hand on us, but they are 2 points behind us. I've just heard in my ear that there is some transfer news that has been announced. I believe I'm hearing about... I just want to check this because I don't want to speak out of turn here. I'm going to hang fire on making that comment just before... I think... Sorry about this. But...
Does it involve a Pompey player?
Yes.
Right. Okay.
There's a source suggesting that Charlie Daniels will be incoming to Pompey.
Who's he?
It's Andy Moon of BBC Radio Solent is talking in my ear, and it's a friend of his that's texted him regarding the potential move for Charlie Daniels. So I'm hesitant to go into too much detail. He was playing for Bournemouth, but I think he's actually at Shrewsbury at the minute. I think actually. Here comes Michael Jacobs. A set piece. It's another goal.
Raggett gets his head on it,
and it's 3. It's Sean Raggett.
This said all night with this what quality is.
This could get embarrassing.
43 minutes, half time, 3-0.
Oh, this is nice to see, isn't it? Brilliant. What a delivery that ball is.
Great ball in.
It's an excellent ball. Who needs Harvey White when you've got Michael Jacobs on the set pieces and Raggett? Brilliant.
Is Charlie Daniel a striker then?
No, he's left back. Oh,
We
wonderful.
Do we need another left back?
Well, there it is. Well, Cameron Pring's gone, hasn't he? So
Yeah.
we're kind of relying on Lee Brown, but
No, it's a sort of Lee Brown a bit back up then, will he?
well, he's playing tonight, but you know,
we haven't got anyone else.
Well, exactly. So if Lee Brown goes, then we're knackered, aren't we? Anyway, more importantly, boys and girls, it's 3-0. If you're just joining us, a very warm welcome along to the stream. Surely it will be 4-0, and if it does, my phone will not stop all evening. And we are approaching the half-time mark now, and it could actually be more than 4. The rate that the goals are going in right now.
Tom. If we could get 8, it'd be lovely.
If we, I did say before the game started, boys and girls, if it was going to be a night, it would be tonight. And it is Pompey that are heading towards the 4-goal mark. There's over 150 of you watching us right now, boys and girls. If you haven't yet liked the stream, please do make sure you do so. And yeah, drop us a subscribe as well. If you're brand new to this sort of thing, we're here every match day, and there is a minute to be added on at the end of this first half. And very shortly, we will be speaking to some very special guests who will be joining us in not too long. Not too long. Is that right?
Yeah.
You can say that, can't you? As AFC Wimbledon now on the ball, it's Alfie Woodyard. It's off at the right-hand side by Alexandra. Ball goes in, and Sean Raggett again, the ever-present there, to header it away. John Marquis now. The referee is getting ready to blow the half-time whistle. Callum Johnson. Pompey just knocking it around, and there goes the half-time whistle. It is all over at Fratton Park.
Excuse me, Tom, I need a loo.
Are you off? Well, what we shall do, boys and girls, is we're gonna speak to some of our guests in a minute, and Andrew's been desperate for the loo, so he's off. But I'll just say that it's been a really good first half from a Pompey point of view. Like, everything went right, didn't it? And what a man Andy Cannon is, who's been my man of the match so far. Also, a brilliant goal for Ryan Williams. 2-2 now for John Marquis as well, who's adding to his goal tally. And we'll get through a couple of comments. Mickey saying Kenny's going to take us up like he said he would. Something tells me I'm into something good. We'll get the chants going, boys and girls. Absolutely love it. Mark Elliott said, well done, great stuff. We are going up, from Douglas Shepherd. And as we say, so far, so good. Kevin, what a great time to join the stream. Welcome along, mate. Hope you're well. It was a great first half, boys and girls. And White is not on yet. So there we go. No, not a problem, mate. It's a brilliant time to come in and jump on the stream. Right. What we're going to do, boys and girls, is very quickly... Should we do that, or should we wait? What do you reckon? No, we'll wait. We'll wait for that. If yeah, we'll wait. We'll wait for now. Raggett seems to have settled in, said Lee Thompson. Yeah, no, I agree, actually. I think he's looking a lot more comfortable, isn't he? He's not as shaky as he was. Yeah, no, I think he's had a really good first half. I think there isn't a single Pompey player that I would pick on and say that, you know, they're not quite at the races so far. I think they're looking really good at the moment. Thank you very much, Cam Elliott, sorry, for the comment. That's very kind of you, mate. If you're new, make sure you subscribe. We're heading ever closer to the 7K mark, and if you could get us a little bit closer this evening, then that would be absolutely wonderful. That goes for anyone else in the stream currently right now as well who's never seen us before. If you could drop us a subscribe, that would be much appreciated. And also like the stream as well, because there's a lot more coming your way from us over the next couple of weeks and the next couple of months for however long we are waiting around to get back into football stadiums. Right, waiting for my guests to join me, but they haven't done so yet. So we're going to be waiting for a little bit longer than I was hoping. Ollie Clark has said, I haven't seen much of Charlie Daniels, but I would much rather have Seddon. And as I say that, Sean is ready. Thank you for saving me, mate. I desperately need a glass of water. Hope you're well, and thanks for joining us once again.
Hello, mate. How's it going?
Yeah, well, I'm Very well. That was ruthless, wasn't it? What did you make of it?
Awesome. Absolutely on form. I think they played well and they're on target for a good 4-0, 5-0. So they're playing well. I think I like Michael Jacobs. I think he's not as exciting as Ronan, but I think he's steady. He always puts in a good shift. And I think, Ronan's a sort of a big-time player. He'll play well periodically, but he'll have games off games. So I think Michael's a bit more consistent.
What have you made of Ryan Williams' performance so far this evening?
Again, I like him as a player. I think he's exciting, but he always takes one touch too many. But when it comes together like it does tonight, it's awesome. I just wish he could do it more consistently. Yeah.
No, I agree, and I'm glad he's got one in the back of the net tonight, actually, because and as you say, he's had a couple of chances in the last couple of games, and he hasn't quite come off for him. So no, I'm glad that's happened. Sean, does this stand us in good stead moving forward? Do you think games like this give us that confidence boost that we need? Obviously, it wasn't fantastic against Fleetwood. It was one that we grinded out, wasn't it? This is very different, isn't it, tonight?
Definitely. This is one that will put a spring in their step, and I think it's a sort of a home result that you want that will springboard you for the next few games. And we've got some big ones coming up, and I think morale will be high after this. I know they're an easier team in the league, no disrespect to them, but I think with the games coming up against Hull and everyone, I think it'll be quite nice to be going into that positive.
Given what you've seen so far this evening, are you confident with the whole game, the Charlton game, the Lincoln game, all before the end of this month? And it's the 19th today. It's a long January, even though we're 3/4 of the way through it. Do you think that injuries might become a problem, and the sheer number of games?
And I think exactly that. I think Jackett's thinking the same. I think that's why he's brought in this youngster in the midfield, because I think Close and White will be needed at some point. I just wish he'd brought in a bit more defensive cover, but maybe he's thinking he's got that with Naylor. Maybe he can drop back with Rasmus as well. Maybe he's got a bit more depth there. But yeah, I think injuries take a toll. I think by the end of January and February, sort of mid to late February, we'll have an idea of where we're going to be. And some good points. Some of these are 6-pointers coming up. If we do well, we could be sitting pretty.
Where do you think we might be then come March, April, like you say?
I'd like to be top,
Yeah.
And I think, it all comes down to consistency and how these games come. If we don't get a bad run of injuries, if we pull out the results and grind out the hard ones, I think we could be sitting pretty come February.
Is it one of those leagues where you say we'll be sitting top, but I don't know if you disagree with me on this, but I'm not sure that it will be one that we'll be able to pull away from the pack. I think it will be top, but just. And is that a worry for you, or do you think that if we can just keep our heads above water as such, being top of the league, then that's okay as well?
I think keep our head top of the water, above the waterline. But I think, like you said before, Doncaster, there's a couple of teams behind us with a couple of games in hand, and you just don't know how it's going to pan out. With the whole COVID thing, games being postponed, it could come down to who's got the better sort of run of fixtures. Some people are going to have them very congested towards the end of the season. So it could come into play that way. But just get the points on the board and see what happens.
Sean, give us a full-time score prediction, my friend. What are you going for?
I think they're going to make amends for Peterborough. So I'm going to go for a 5-0.
5-0, not 4-0.
Not 4-0, I'm afraid. I think it's going to be 5.
Andrew's just rejoined us. Would you like to chat? Sorry, Sean, go for it.
I think you should start sponsoring Jackets Trousers, though.
Oh, yeah. No, there's always a comment on Jackets Trousers. I don't know why, but there is. Anyway, Sean, I was going to get another guest on, but I don't think his link is working. So what I'm going to very quickly do is I'm going to ask Adam if he will very kindly pop on. Sean, if you could give us your top 6 prediction for the end of the season, that'd be wonderful.
Top 6 prediction?
Yes, if you think Pompey are going to be top, which I completely agree with you, who's the rest of the pack? Who's leading the way?
I think Lincoln will fall away. So I think it's probably going to be Hull are going to be there behind us, I think. And then you're looking at Peterborough. I think Sunderland, Doncaster will end up in there as well with the Lincoln. and one other, probably Charlton.
Okay, yeah. Well, it's a funny thing about Charlton, isn't it? They've now played 23 games and they're sort of just level on points with us. I thought watching them at the start of the season, they walked all over us at Fratton Park. I'm surprised where they are. So do you think they'll pick up?
They will pick up. They'll always grind out points. They're a tough team. They'll set up very well, and I don't like the way they play, but they will get the points on the board, and they'll be thereabouts at the end of the season. I think they'll be in the top 6 definitely.
Okay. Excellent. Andrew, would you like to add anything to that? He's busy eating his fruit, so we'll leave him to it. Sean, thank you very much indeed for coming on, mate. We'll let you get back to the football. Thanks for joining us, and hopefully we'll see you over the next couple of weeks.
No worries. Thank you, mate.
Thanks, mate. See you soon. That was Sean. I hoping that Aaron's link is working, but I don't think it is. So I am going to very quickly, would you just mind chatting for 1 second, just while I go quiet?
Yeah, Tom, I see that your last caller said that he thought that Lincoln would drop away. I think he's probably right because they're not very good. In fact, there's a lot of teams. I don't think Sunderland are very good. I don't think Plymouth are very good. Charlton were better than they are now, but they were on a good spell at the time, weren't they? When it came to Fratton Park, we've still got to go there. So if we can go there and win, then it's neutrals the game out, doesn't it? I think we've played we have played all tough games, I think, so far, haven't we?
I'm going to stop you there. Aaron's joined us. How are you, mate?
Oh, what a nightmare that was, that link. Oh,
what happened? Did I put it in wrong?
No, you done it right. Earlier on, I was doing selfies and everything, and because I didn't turn my camera the other way around, it refused to actually let me join. It's really strange. I've never experienced that before. So, how's you doing? You all right?
Yeah, we're good, mate. We had you all planned out. You left me in the dark because I saw your name come up. I thought, oh, perfect. We'll go to Aaron first. And then you went. I was like, oh, no, he's gone. But we're all good. What did you make of that first half?
Oh, I was a bit worried at the beginning. It seemed a little bit, they were, like Andrew said at the beginning, just getting their balls into the box and everything and just having a dig. And I thought, yeah, it's going to be tough. It's going to be very, very tough, similar to Fleetwood. But then with the conditions as well, it's like, oh, yeah, I can see this being tough. Then all of a sudden, we just got a second wind and we went for it. And we've now got 3 goals. Yeah, shocked. But I've just seen even Raggett's goal as well. It's like,
yeah,
what?
brilliant.
So,
Aaron,
but like, yeah.
A foghorn in your front room, mate.
Have I got a what?
A foghorn. What's that noise? It's going, brr, brr. Is it your phone?
No, it's not my phone. Oh, I don't know.
Like notifications coming through. Is anyone else hearing that? What's that? You're a popular man, mate. You are. You get loads going on.
No, I can't hear it, my end. Yeah. No, I've turned off. I don't know. It might be.
Don't worry about it. It's not a problem. I just say it's just an interesting sound. I thought we did HMS Victory in your front room. I was going to say, what do you reckon? There it is again. What do you reckon for the rest of the game, mate?
Well, I was hoping 4-0.
Well, will it be 4-0?
Yeah. I said 4-0 at the beginning of the game, but I think if we carry on playing the way we are, and then we'll give the new guy a run out and get Curtis on, it could end up like being a rout, really. It could end up being 6-7-0. Yeah, I've got Pompey notifications coming through. That's what. Yeah.
That's really tickled me. That's quite funny.
I think it's going to be a rut, but as long as we step up our game, I'm not worried. Yeah, Hull won 3-0. I'm not scared of Hull. I'm not scared of Lincoln or Charlton. So I can actually see us getting 9 points in the next 3 games. So yeah, we just to be up there at the end of the season, we just got to beat everyone. We just got to beat everyone, and just go for it. But,
absolutely. Yeah. I'm so sorry. It's such a funny noise that comes through our end, Aaron. It's brilliant. Anyway.
It's vibrating. I turned off the actual the alarm, but it's vibrating.
Aaron's here. Sorry, Andrew's here. Aaron, any words for my colleague?
No, mate. Go on.
Yeah, no, you seem very in good form tonight, Andrew. After your run and everything earlier on, the jokes and the one-liners are coming out. Very impressed, mate. Very impressed.
That's right, mate. I've tried to keep everyone amused with some of my little one-liners.
Come this way, but he can't see you.
And you're
this way.
You're always welcome to use a few of my one-liners, mate, when you go to work tomorrow.
No.
Yeah, I try to I tried to be subtle with them, as you probably noticed. A lot of people don't even see them; they go under the radar. But you've obviously
yeah,
got them.
definitely.
And then when you let one
Tom
go
started
under the
saying something
radar, don't
wrong
they?
as well. Tom was mixing his words up, and he didn't even actually realise.
Yeah, it's really isn't it? Lovely. That's called live entertainment, mate.
He's-
We used to do this on Sunday night at the Palladium. Now we got to do it because
yeah.
Oh, it's cool. It's very cool. But yeah, what's the weather down in Portsmouth like at the moment? Is it really bad?
Shocking, mate. It's pouring rain, windy, and horrible.
Yeah, it's not good. It's just raining in Watford at the moment, so it's not too bad.
Yeah,
But
Spoiler alert, Aaron. It's Bournemouth, not Portsmouth. I don't know if
it's not even that. It's Paul.
yeah. I didn't want to give your address away.
Oh right, there we go. So Aaron,
we live in Broadstone in Dorset, mate.
You're in
the
about there we go.
about half hour northwest of Bournemouth.
Yeah, I live in Sandbanks. My next door neighbour's Harry.
Mate, with Harry's not far. He's about 20 minutes from us, isn't he, Harry? So
I don't know where he is at the minute, but his house is.
Well, he's probably probably isn't there now.
We certainly don't live in the same road, Mush.
No, we don't. We don't at all.
Yeah, well, I was down near your neck of the woods. I think it was last week in Sedgensworth.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's where my head office is, down there.
Oh, yeah.
Sedgensworth's Fairham, isn't it?
Yeah. So we used to be in Portsmouth, and then got moved to Sedgensworth about a couple of years ago now. So got a big warehouse and everything there.
Oh, right.
Aaron, would you like to join us for? I'll let you go and address your foghorn in a minute. But would you like to join us for either the Charlton or the Hull games? If not, no worries.
The Charlton one. I wouldn't mind doing the Charlton one.
Wonderful. Okay, we'll put you in for then. Aaron, we will speak to you very soon, mate. Thank you very much for coming on, and hopefully it will be a 4-0.
Yeah, and turn the foghorn off as well.
You turn the foghorn as well, mate. Lovely to speak to you, Aaron. See you soon.
Right, no worries. Have a good one, gents.
Cheers,
See
mate.
you soon.
Bye-bye. Cheers. Right, this man is a legend. He jumped on right at the last minute. Brendan, you're on it, my son.
Hello, boys. Good evening. I'm good, lads. Yourselves? How's it been?
Yes, mate. Very well, very well. What did you make of that first half?
Well, I'll tell you, the best we've played in a while. Not that we've been playing badly, but we're in charge of the game. Wimbledon started bright. They look very high pressing on us. Yeah, but then I think we've taken control since we've scored the goal. I think, but they haven't really looked dangerous. They've just been pressing us. I think.
That's right. We said in the beginning, in the first 10 minutes or so, they look like a better side than Fleetwood. They're breaking quite quick, but we expected that because they came here for a point, didn't they? But then they thought if they nick one, that would put us under a bit more pressure. So I think but to be fair to them, they were knocking the ball around quickly and passing it quickly and moving quickly, weren't they? In the first 10 minutes. After that, we took control. I think sussed it out, took control.
Yeah, because I think our defence were knocking it around a little bit at the back and. They were getting a bit sheepish. I think Johnson was getting caught out a little bit, and Watmore and Raggett were looking a bit shaky. But then I think we just got control of it, as you say. Yeah, and Harness had a few misplaced passes here and there, and but I think
it's wet and windy out there.
Definitely, and there was a tie from Arsenal Fan TV. It's been raining, so it's a bit wit.
Yeah.
Very good. Can I ask
give a prediction?
Well, before he gives us a prediction for the second half, Brendan, do you bit of a strange one for you, but obviously it's AFC Wimbledon, so we can't get all. I don't want to play I follow. It's AFC Wimbledon, so it's going to be different to Charlton, Lincoln, Hull in the next couple of weeks. Obviously, it's not going to be as easy for Pompey, but do you think if we play like this towards the end of January that we're going to be all right and we're going to go to these places and have Lincoln come to us and go to the Valley and actually put on a performance and get some points?
Yeah, I think so. Definitely. I think this is going to be another morale boost for us because we haven't really sort of slapped the team up yet. I think Northampton was probably our other one where we scored a few goals, or Kings Lynn, if you want to count that one. We haven't properly slapped the team in a while. So this will give good momentum and get the goals flowing. It's going into those games, I think. And so we've got one of the best defences in the league, I think. We kept so many clean sheets in so many games. I think it's 5 clean sheets in the games. So I think we'll be in good stead come the end of the month. If all the results go our way, obviously Lincoln, Hull and Charlton are all going to be tough games.
Yeah.
but I think we can handle them. You know, we will be top of the league. I think going towards the end of the season.
I think you're right. We tend to play better against better teams, don't we? And those 3 teams are probably better teams. So yeah, good couple of results and a draw would do me for them.
Brilliant. Yeah. Brendan, will you be able to join us as the games we've just been chatting about? Are you free at half time?
Oh, of course. You holler me, Tom, and I'll be on my way. Don't
wonderful,
worry.
Mate. Wonderful. I will ping you the links as and when I get them. Brendan, it's been a pleasure, mate. We're going to chat to one more incredible human being, and then we'll be back on the commentary for you. Brendan, see you next week, mate. Have a good one.
Take care, boys. See you soon. Bye-bye.
Cheers, buddy.
Here he is. That wonderful human being goes by the name of Adam Poirier.
There we go.
There we go. Incredible human being. Christ, wow.
Well, mate, I'll tell you, he dropped everything, this man. He was eating his dinner and he's very quickly rushed up. I gave him not very much notice. Adam, what have you thought of that? Did you get it for free tonight, the old iFollow pass?
No, I still pay like the £10. I don't. Is there like a way to get it cheaper?
Season ticket holder?
No, I'm not. There we go. So that's
games for free. You see,
that's all right. Doesn't matter. They only come about every now and again. What's you thinking? Obviously, we've kicked off again now, mate. But what did you make of that first half?
Good, solid. I mean, I think it was expected. I think a lot of people expected it. Maybe not as many goals. I think maybe we got a bit lucky in some goals more than others. I think there was a lot of class shown in Ryan Williams' goal, and obviously the set piece with Raggett's goal, but maybe a bit more lucky with the Marquis goal.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think, as expected, I think they're still a good team. We've still got good players, but I think we're just outclassing them. And hopefully young Harvey will be sitting on the bench thinking that he's made the right choice, I think.
I got a couple of messages, Adam, off the back of the video I did yesterday, saying, I got a couple of comments as well saying, oh no, he's not a big signing, how low have our standards dropped? But can you just explain to everyone that it is a big signing, isn't it? It's a big moment for Pompey, and it's a big talent.
With a lot of these bigger clubs, I mean, we've seen it with Dele Alli go to MK Dons back in the past. We've seen it with loads of Premier League youngsters being spat out all across the country to lower leagues, and I think it's so important for them to develop. And we should be so lucky to see someone like him come to us, because he could be unreal. We don't know it yet, but we should be honoured to have him, because I think someone with that much potential in our club is just huge at the moment.
Where's he come from?
Tottenham.
Tottenham Hotspur, yeah.
Oh, they've got on the bench.
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought you meant the guys we talked about coming in tonight.
No, have you heard anything about that, Charlie Daniels, and your reaction to that, mate?
I quickly looked him up, and he's 35. Is that right?
He's a veteran of the game, mate. He's older than Brett Pittman. Brett Pittman's only 31.
I don't know how long he can last. Like, honestly, like, in saying that, like, you want like fresh young players. That's why I think Seddon would be just so much better than him. But I mean, they obviously know better than me. There must be some bigger plan behind it. But I don't really get the thinking behind an old.
Essentially, we needed support on the bench.
He's the same player as Lee Brown, though, isn't he? Pretty much.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Lee Brown's not the youngest, is he? So
no.
That's what I'm saying. So it's almost like you're almost putting an experienced head in there because you've got the other players.
Almost feels like they're rushing it a little bit, because I think they know that we've obviously got rid of the left back, and then they're just sort of trying to scramble to find one.
Yeah, because injuries or whatever, then we're struggling, aren't we? So
yeah, I'm not really quite sure. I mean, I know that I think it's known that Harvey White can play left back, so I don't know whether or not we play him there. But I'm not 100% sure on him, this Charlie Daniels guy at the moment. But he might be a good leader, might be quite good, but don't really know.
Did he play for Bournemouth for a while?
Yes, he played for a long time for Bournemouth. He spent most of his career there. So,
right.
Yeah. Anyway, Adam, we'll crack on, mate. Have a wonderful evening. Hopefully, see you at the weekend. I'll give you more notice next time. Sorry. That's my bad. Speak to you soon, and have a good one, mate.
Nice seeing you, mate.
Cheers, mate. Bye-bye. That was Adam. And I'm going to very quickly whack in the earphones again so I can get the commentary back in my ear. It's been a tough couple of weeks without commentary, to be honest, because I don't know what it's like for you, but I have obviously we've got the team in front of us, but they will give me the like Andy Moon will quickly look down, and I don't really like looking down. So if I need a name, I just hear it in my ear and repeat it. But there we go, ladies and gents. We've missed the opening couple of moments, but that's okay. I don't think an awful lot has happened. I think there was a little bit of a chance I saw for AFC Wimbledon there that McGilvery had to come and save. But other than that, I think it's been as you were for Pompey. Nope.
Sorry, was you coming to me for the comment?
I was coming. Normally, you know, we kind of finish each other's sentences, but it didn't quite work out on that occasion.
The rain stops. It's less of a lottery now. I think the rain stopped. Tom, the wind's dropped a little bit. Wimbledon have got to come out in the first 10 minutes and try and get one, haven't they? Which is what they're trying to achieve.
Absolutely. Just before you carry on, there's 155 of you that join us across YouTube and Facebook. Boys and girls, if you're new to the stream, make sure you drop it in a comment. Drop it in a comment. Well, let us know if you're new to this thing. Drop us a comment in the live chat, and we'll give you a very warm welcome. And also subscribe as well. Here is a free kick on the edge of the. Well, it's not the edge of the penalty area. It's about 40 yards out from goal, but it's whipped in hard and it's hits Raggett and Brown, and it's gone behind. And it will be a corner kick for AFC Wimbledon. I'm not quite sure what happened there with Lee Brown. Do you reckon he just couldn't get out of the way soon enough? You watch this again. It's the delivery from Jack Redoni. And I don't know what he was doing there.
No, I'm not sure, Tom.
No?
No. It was just a ball in, and you're hoping that someone's going to get on the end of it, wasn't it? It's gone out for a corner, so he's going to whip it in, isn't he? And brilliant defending. Again, brilliant defending.
Oh, it was
Andy Cannon.
Yeah, he scrambled it clear, and Andy Cannon was there to try and
Andy Cannon cleared it and then
he chased after it. Yeah, absolutely. Aidan O'Brien has equalised for Sunderland. It is now 1 apiece at the Stadium of Light. Plymouth Argyle unable to hold on to their lead for long.
Who scored for Sunderland?
It was Aidan O'Brien.
Right, yeah, he's been there a while.
He has been there a while.
Good player, to be fair.
And there it is on your screen. It's also Bristol Rovers that have got to go back against Crewe as Pompey on the break here. Ryan Williams plays John Marquis in. It's a lovely 1-2. Is there enough options for him? There is. There's Michael Jacobs, and the keeper will come and claim. And the referee is signalling for play to continue. Sam Walker came out quickly and collected that one. Nice little chance for Pompey there. You would have thought things would be slightly more composed and relaxed, perhaps.
They're trying to work out how many games are left in the season, Tom, and how many points we might need. It looks like we're going to need to keep winning because the others have got an awful. There's not a lot in it, is there? Yeah, I was speaking to one of our guests, Sean, whilst you were eating your food, and he quite rightly said that. Well, I asked him the question that we will probably be leading. Handball. There's a corner for Pompey. Oh no, it's a foul. It's a handball. Just there. To be fair, it was a strike. The ball which hit his hand and didn't mean to Bristol Rovers now equalised against Crewe. That's 2 quick goals in the space of a couple of moments. What I was saying to Sean earlier, very kindly joined us on the stream. We were saying that yes, we might well be the leaders of the pack, and yes, Lincoln will drop off. However, it is going to be tight. It's not going to be a league that we can pull away from per se. Like I know we've mentioned it before, but Northampton did it, didn't they? And they did that emphatically. I don't think that'll be. Yeah, I don't think we'll do a similar thing to them. Yeah. So there we go. As Richard's quite rightly said, as the corner goes in for free kick goes in for Pompey, nothing comes of it though. Next 3 games will show us if we're ready or not. Yeah, no, absolutely. And Richard, we've done it already this season. We've beaten Sunderland, we've beaten Charlton, we've beaten. No, we haven't beaten Charlton. Sorry, we lost to Charlton, and we've beaten the other teams, Hull, Lincoln, etc. So I would argue that yes, we've already proven we can do it. However, I agree. The next 3 games, it's kind of been quite some time since those results went our way. So maybe teams have had a chance to gel together, perhaps, and we'll wait and see. And teams change, don't they? It's a delivery, and it's not a bad chance for AFC Wimbledon. It's a good delivery into the penalty area. And it was Jack Redoni who was inches away from making that 3-1, actually, Andrew. What do you make of that? He's a great player. I think he's about the best player they've got, isn't he? He's got on the end of it. He's just a bit unlucky. He's just got behind it. I think the wind took it a little bit, Tom, but great ball. Luke O'Neill with the ball, yeah. It was a very good ball. It's dangerous area. It's going in. McGovern beaten that time, wasn't he? Yeah. But it didn't go in, so there we are.
There we go. 55 minutes has been played. That is the closest they've come so far this evening, Wimbledon.
A lot of balls being played. What I would say about tonight's game is that there's a lot of balls being played down the middle of the park. Very little's gone down the wings, and that shows we need to shake it up a little bit. Bring Curtis on, I think, if he's fit enough, and get him wide.
That, as we said, AFC Wimbledon there. They were almost a goal went in, but that would have been the first time Pompey have conceded a goal since, get this, that Blackpool game back in early December was the last time we conceded a League One goal, which is not a bad statistic. It has been set piece galore, especially away from home over the last couple of weeks. Enjoy the championship, says Alex. Thanks, mate. I still think you'll be with us. I still think you'll be up there. Daniel said, great to see us increasing our goal difference. Best in the league by far. Yeah, absolutely, mate. Absolutely. I think goal difference is only a positive thing, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure it is, Tom. We play some nice football, don't we?
Here's Andy Cannon now.
Play some very nice football. This guy is absolutely. I keep on. Oh, Plymouth 2-1 up at Sunderland.
They are.
I keep saying how
Joe Edwards with a goal.
Andy Cannon is, but he is absolutely critical to the success of this team. He's just a great all-round player, and he's got vision, he's got skill, he's fast. He thinks about the game. He's all over the place. He defends well. It's just his touch is. He's just a great player. I've said that about him when he first joined us, and I kept on about playing him, didn't I? And
well, in his position, when was the last time we saw a better player than Andy Cannon? I think it's been at least a decade. I know we mentioned it earlier.
Robert Prosinecki was the best player in his position that I've seen. Tom,
does Andy Cannon challenge Robert Prosinecki for the crown?
He does.
Marquis could be in.
He's offside, wasn't he?
No, he's done well to play harness in. It's oh my word. Thought Williams was going to help it in there, but he couldn't get a touch on it. The ball's still alive. It goes back in, and it's AFC Wimbledon to header away only as far as Marcus Harness. He's got Johnson on the overlap, opts to use him. Ball goes in.
Great intuition from Johnson. Then just waited for Harness, then called him, and he's knocked it out to him, and he's gone around him. He's overlapped him, and that's great football from Johnson, I thought, and great from Harness to see it and to pass that ball. Times in the past, Tom, we would have missed that completely.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
We're just passing the ball well and playing it to each other's feet well, aren't we?
That's what we like to see, isn't it? Yeah. That's exactly what we like to see. As we speak,
Ryan Longman. Remember I complained about Ollie Hawkins? Gone of those days.
Oh, yeah, Ollie Hawkins is long
50
gone.
yards up to Ollie Hawkins. And that's why I don't like Harrison on the pitch, because a similar thing happens.
Absolutely.
Here we go. This is where we need. Cannon's on the ball again, and he's going to find somebody, and he does.
It's a brilliant ball.
That is
brilliant ball to Marcus. Williams. Yeah.
Oh, that's a terrible. Give yourself another chance. Ball's back outside to Williams. He's going to hit it back into. Oh my goodness me! That's away again.
Your commentary is wonderful.
Williams had another chance.
He's got a third chance.
3 chances there, Williams. How many do you need, my son?
Crikey!
He's going to need it. He's going to. Oh, he's got another goal, and he's given it away for the 3rd time out of 3.
Oh, and that's a corner. And Andrew can take a breath and finish the rest of his fruit. Ladies and gents, 58 minutes gone in this one. A very warm welcome to you all. Thanks for joining us. We're live on Fournilwrittenalloverit for the duration this evening, and we are heading towards half an hour to go. If you've just recently joined us, make sure you leave the stream a like and also subscribe if this is the first time that that we are having the pleasure of welcoming you along to the channel. It's Lee Brown to take the corner ball as the wind whips in around Fratton Park, and Sean Raggett's there, and the keeper came and didn't conquer, and John Marquis was there as well, but it's gone behind for a goal kick. But Wimbledon survive going 4-0 down, and I think it's coming. The 4th, that is. How does he not scored that?
He didn't get enough head. He didn't get pace on the ball, did he?
It's unbelievable.
I mean, there's plenty of pace on the ball, but he didn't get his head on it right. Did he? Didn't get the rebound enough, did he? Off the pace of the ball. That's what a striker does well, and defender doesn't do so well.
Absolutely. Wilfred Ndidi scored for Leicester City in the opening 6 minutes for their game against Chelsea. That will disrupt the top 2 at the minute. Leicester City doing all they can to do so.
Crew have gone and scored there. 3-2 up against Bristol Rovers, which is nothing of interest, Tom.
It's a very good comment from Lee saying, careful with that pudding, Andrew. You know what happened last time. We did have a bit of upside down cake on the keyboard. I think that was the Blackpool game. So
that was many moons ago. I've learnt my lesson since then. That's actually a bowl of fruit.
It is. It's not a some might say it's a brownie, but it's not. It was a bowl of fruit. I could see some pears in there and all sorts.
Pears, grapes, and some Actimel.
Some Actimel. Lovely. 60 minutes has been played now, boys. It goes less than half an hour from the final whistle. Here comes in the cross. It's a good one. It's not bad. It's headed down by Joe Pigott, who's AFC Wimbledon's top goal scorer. That wasn't to be a goal there because big Craig McGilvery was in the way to put any of the
danger
to get rid of the danger. Absolutely, get rid of the danger.
Ease the pressure.
Ease the pressure. As Aaron said, the table does look very interesting. Hopefully, we will be top of it in due course. Can I ask you about the word due course? I know we're supposed to be giving a commentary, but very quickly, how long is due course?
Oh, well, there isn't a time limit on due course.
I know, but do you ever kind of...
I don't ever think about it.
When you say due course, if someone says, I'll be with you in due course,
it means...
Is it a day? Is it a week?
Could be seconds if you happen to be on a phone or something, or it could be you're traveling to the other side of Australia. It might take a bit longer than a second, or it could be, the end of the season. That's in due course, or it could be in the next 2 games. That's in due course.
Right.
There's no such time limit. I think it's one of those words that people use just to give themselves some time on something.
Yeah. As Mike has quite rightly said, how long's a piece of string? I think that's kind of what due course translates
Depends
to.
how long the string is.
Time in the future. Andy Cannon on the ball now. Jack Watmore finds John Marquis in the
line. Oh, Harness let that run and foolishly straight back to Wimbledon.
It is. And here is Joe Pigott.
Quick on the attack again once more, Wimbledon, but I think we tend to null them out as soon as they get into a sensible position. However, when they're 30 yards out, they tend to whip the ball in, don't they? With some hope that someone's going to get on the end of it.
Yes.
There's no real pattern to their play, is there? To be fair, there ain't much to ours in the second half.
No.
That's that ball I'm talking about. 40 yards in and whip it into the box. Hopeful ball. And McGilvery gathers it nicely.
Right, here we go.
But that's all they can do, I think, at this stage, Tom. They can just whip the ball in as much as they can. The more players you get in the box, the more balls you get in the box, the more chance you've got of scoring. That's the way they're looking at it, I think.
Due course means as expected. There we go. Twice half the length. Kevin Brown reckons due course means at the earliest convenience. Abby says when I get round to it. Aaron has said if you say that something will happen or take place in due course, you mean that you cannot make it happen any quicker, and it will happen when the time is right for it. There we go.
He's a man of wisdom.
He is a man of wisdom. There we go.
I wish he was driving our bus.
I wish he was as well. Here we go with Michael Jacobs now, and that's a foul on whoever that is for Wimbledon. I think it's Alex Woodyard. It is, and the referee. That is a cue for 2 substitutions, and hello, Ronan Curtis is coming on.
Ronan COVID Curtis is on the pitch.
Ronan COVID Curtis is on his way, but who will he replace? Potentially Michael Jacobs. It is Jacobs, yes. I was correct in my thinking. Michael Jacobs is leaving Fratton. Well, he's not leaving Fratton Park. He's leaving the field of play and will be replaced by the exquisite Ronan Curtis. Wonder what badge Kenny's wearing. He's got a little. You see, he's got a little badge on his Kenny.
Yeah, I've got a new trousers badge, I think.
He's probably got a badge that says, look at my new trousers. Yeah.
Now, Wimbledon won't like this. 30 minutes to go.
No, they won't.
Bring in Ronan Curtis.
And Ronan Curtis won't like the fact that he's only come on after 63 and a half minutes.
But he's, I think what I'm saying is they'll realise he's an Irish international that recently played at Wembley, you might remember, for Ireland. And they won't like it because it's going to give us some pace and some width in it.
Yes, absolutely.
Which could result in the next goal we need to make it 4-0. Because I'll be really happy if it's 4-0. Really, really happy.
There we go. Andrew will be happy if it's 4-0. Right, 65 minutes has been played. I will also be extremely happy. I'm sure many of you watching will be happy if the game ends 4-0. And as Benny Isaacs has said, I can smell a 4-0 written all over it. Benny, I am feeling the same way to you.
Unless Raggett stays with that ball
Well,
too long.
if Raggett scores an own goal, I think I will cry. And there's a clearance from Watmore. He's bounced off the back of a Wimbledon player, and it's Ryan Longman with the ball.
Still a great ball from Naylor.
And here comes Ryan Williams now. He is exquisite, that boy.
He's just lost the ball, Tom, but he is
exquisite. No, Harness Williams. Yeah. Williams is as well. Just there's levels. For me.
There's a great. We said all the way through the season, even when we're playing badly, and it was a jacket out campaign. Even then, we said we've got the best players in this league. It's about playing the right formation and playing the right players.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's come good, isn't it? And 2 up front.
Absolutely. I would quite like to see Harvey White to feature as well. Imagine Harvey White scoring the 4th. Wonderful. Adam has said, I think Jenny would be silly nit to bring White on, as this is the most comfortable margin to enter the field. Adam, I don't know what you've been drinking, mate, but I don't know what's going on with your spelling, my son. But message has got across, and hopefully he's got 4 more substitutions to make now, Mr. Jacket. It would be lovely to see him introduced, wouldn't it? As you've said, it's an incredibly comfortable state of affairs that Pompey find themselves in. And Harvey White could come and score an absolute worldie to open his campaign with Pompey for the 4th. Would be wonderful. Here come Wimbledon now. And I'll be honest with you, I don't think 21st position justifies them. What do you think?
I think they've got a bit more freedom against us than they have other teams, Tom, I think. Because, was that go for a corner, isn't he? McGilvery's dropped that and let it go out for a corner.
It's probably the first mistake Andrew's made of the evening. So, Andrew, first mistake you've made of the evening.
I've made a few mistakes.
You've made a few mistakes. McGilvery, sorry, not Andrew. 2 very similar people. I think you'd be just as good in goal as Craig McGilvery.
I probably would, yeah.
You used to play in goal, didn't you?
Yeah, he used to call me Andrew the Cat.
Right. Wonderful.
I was in goal, yeah. Do you know why I was in goal?
Why were you in goal? You're rubbish in any other position.
Well, not only that, I wasn't very good in goal either.
But, right.
But get this. It's because I didn't have to do so much running as everyone else.
Alex would like to know what shirt you've got on, mate.
Mine?
Yours. It's the Sondico Massive, isn't it?
It's a job site Sondico Massive, bud. The pink, salmon pink and black away shirt.
It is a lovely shirt.
Burgundy.
It was. I think it was our 3rd kit. It wasn't our away kit, was it?
With a bit of pink. I love it. It's my favourite one. It's well old, but I love it.
There we go. And as we said, the Sondico Versace special. What position are you, Adam? I am rapid, mate. So I'll be on your left wing if you were my manager. Not
you wouldn't at all, Tom.
Not rapid. The points don't lie, lads. I go to almost every home game last couple of years. Yeah, no, points don't lie at all, mate.
I'll tell you what position Tom would be if you really want to know. He'd be positioned on his bottom in the changing rooms.
Oh, thanks. Here comes Ryan Williams.
Ryan Williams in the box, and he's going around about 18 players. He's put it wide to Cannon, who can hit one from here. He's put it wide to Rowan Curtis. He's going to whip it in, and it's Curtis. Marcus just headed it back for a goal kick.
Thanks, mate. I've been absolutely slaughtered. I won't mention my playing abilities again. Yeah, so that just Angie's quite describes it quite well, actually. It's Ronan Curtis with his first real impact of the evening, and it's just, I don't know.
A little bit too weighted.
Yeah, a little bit too weighted for for John Marquis, and the header or the accuracy wasn't fantastic.
Well, no, because it went over his head, and he just got
he did go very true. He did go over his head. And that's an attempted clearance by Callum Johnson that's ended up in the north stand. Oh, Harvey White is on, boys and girls. Here he comes. My man, Harvey White. It is Cannon and Williams off, White and Harrison on. This is a big moment for the young man.
Disappointed to see Andy Cannon go off.
I think he's done enough this evening, isn't he? We're 70 minutes in. We've got a big couple of weeks coming up, haven't we? Why not? 3-0 up.
Well, as long as you're not warming him up to replace Andy Cannon, I'll be delighted. But if he does start instead of Andy Cannon, there'll be questions, won't there?
Yeah. Oh, what's going on here?
Let's see what he's got then.
Oh no, John Marquis is coming off.
Yeah, for Harrison.
No, for White.
No, it's just taken. It's just gone.
No.
Cannon's just gone.
No.
And
It's
Marcus is Harrison.
No, it's
Harrison's
John.
Harrison's on the pitch.
My word. Let me get my words out. It's John Marquis is coming off. I'm listening to it in my ear. It's John Marquis being replaced by Harvey White.
Right.
So don't worry. It's not it's not Cannon for Harvey White as such.
So Harrison's on the pitch as well.
Yes.
So he's come on for he's come on for Cannon, has he?
I don't know what he's doing.
Garbage.
We'll find out in a minute.
Commentator's got that wrong way round, mate.
I don't.
White has come on for Cannon,
so.
Obviously, Tom.
Yes, but what I'm saying is, anyway, it doesn't matter too much. What I know you're worried about Andy Cannon being replaced as a side, but in the side, but it's 70 minutes in. We've got 3 huge games, all in the next 7 days. You know, why not take our best talent off? Give Harvey White a chance to prove himself.
No, I agree. It's worth giving the guy a run out for 20 minutes. I agree.
Yeah.
Look at that referee. Come on, ref.
I'm actually gonna agree with Lee on this one. It was the fourth official that got it pear-shaped, so a little bit of a miscommunication, but there we go. Sean Raggett on the ball now for Pompey. Very good evening to the 161 of you who join us across YouTube and Facebook. It's lovely to have you all with us. Hope you're well and enjoying your Tuesday night with us, as Raggett almost gave it away there.
He's passed it back to McGilvery and didn't see their striker coming in. Luckily, McGilvery's quick enough off his line and gets out to his outside of his box and knocks it forward. And looks like Marcus is on this. Williams and Marcus is behind and Harness and Harrison falls over because he's
careful. Tom Turner has said Cannon has you'll like this. Cannon has turned into a true gritty technical midfielder, hitting form at the right time this season. Tom, I would argue, mate, he's always been in form. I don't think I've seen Andy Cannon play a bad game in a Pompey shirt.
No, he just hasn't been given the opportunities. He's been on and off the pitch, hasn't he, in substitutions, and wrongly so in my view. But I'm not any jacket, am I?
Absolutely. Here comes Ronan Curtis. He's just muscling players left, right, and centre away from him. Lee Brown to Ellis Harrison.
If I was, I'll be wearing trousers like that if I was Kenny, wouldn't I?
There's Harvey White to the captain, Tom Naylor. Here's Callum Johnson. Harvey White gets another touch on the ball.
Callum Johnson looks like a white Glenn Johnson to me. With his way he turns and handles the ball, and how he's always got that sort of lean forward over his knee to pretend he's going to pass the ball and then doesn't. That is an awesome ball to find Marcus Harness. He's absolutely no, he hasn't. I thought he'd done him there. Douglas, thank you very much, mate. If you follow us on Instagram, Douglas, we can arrange to get a halftime chat with you, mate, in the next couple of weeks. So yeah, if you want to jump on and join us again, because I enjoyed having you on for the Peterborough game. If you want to come and join us, then you're more than welcome to. You're right. Yeah,
a bit of cramp. 83 minutes has been played. Here comes Che Alexander for AFC Wimbledon. Plays Nightingale inside, and it's a ball, and it's the edge of the penalty area. It's Piggott who puts his head in his hands there. If it wasn't for Jack Watmore's touch, I think that might have gone in, Andrew. What did you make of that?
I think Jack slipped, Tom, and it went over his foot, and luckily went wide for a corner.
Absolutely. And it will be a Wimbledon corner now to be taken at the Milton end. How is Harvey looking? His positioning looks good, mate. He's not really. He's just been sort of dancing around at the minute. So yeah, we'll wait and see for what the next 15 minutes bring. And as Lee has quite rightly said, Jack saves the day even when he slips over. That's very true. And there he is again, Jack Watmore with the header away for Pompey, and Marcus Harness makes sure. It's now Ronan Curtis. And Craig McGilvery is going to have to jump and leap for that one, and keeps it in play, and will go again. And I absolutely love that goalkeeper kit. Lovely, isn't it?
Mm.
It's a lovely black shirt.
He looks like a referee, doesn't he?
I just think it's a lovely goalkeeper's kit. It's wonderful.
Does he get a choice of that kit then, and the ref has to wear purple if he's...
The convention is that the referee always wears black, but in sort of... If we have a goalkeeper kit that's black, then the refs sometimes wear purple. Purple's quite a popular
Who gets
colour.
a shout on it, though?
It will be the clubs rather than the referee. The referee always has to adapt. But there's a ball forward, and Jack Watmore again with the header away. And it is still a comfortable 3-0 Pompey lead that we are enjoying this evening. As I say that, here come AFC Wimbledon. Ryan Longman is on the edge of the box. He's looking to get past Sean Raggett, and he can dig out across. And that's away by Callum Johnson, and Sean Raggett makes sure once again.
He starts to panic.
And
He's got plenty of time there. That's why he's not the best player. And I don't want to nudge him, Tom, because I don't. But he's
had a good night tonight.
He has a good night. But the problem is, it's like now we're still under pressure. If he'd controlled that, if that had been Jack Watmore at the back, he'd have controlled that, brought it down, and passed it out. He had so much time on his hands, and he just headed it distant. You know, the difference between class and not class, mate.
Yeah. No, that's fair enough, mate. That's fair enough. Here come AFC Wimbledon once again. It's Che Alexander puts the ball in. And again, it's away by Callum Johnson. It's not dealt with very well, though. And here's Harvey White. He's battling for the ball. He's done well there, to be fair to him. And Lee Brown will get away. Lovely bit of defending going on. Still good pressure, considering the 3-0 down. We are now heading into the 76th minute. Kenny Jackett is shouting concentrate from the touchline as Marcus Harness once again has been done on that far side, and Guinness Walker's walking all over him. It's a block by Callum Johnson. That's one. It's not his strong point, is he?
Who?
Marcus Harness defending.
No, he's not a defender, Tom.
No,
That's
he's
why
not.
He's a striker.
Yeah, but why is it his responsibility to deal with Walker on that far side?
It should.
Or
It's not
Guinness
his
Walker,
responsibility. It's
sorry.
not his responsibility. He just happens to be back defending because we're defending too deep, like we did against Fleetwood the other night.
Yeah. Here comes the ball in.
We shouldn't be letting them put us under pressure, should we?
No, we shouldn't. No, we shouldn't. It has been a lot of play in this half in the last couple of moments or so. It's a heavy touch from Naylor, and he fires away in the direction of Ronan Curtis. Oh, is that a foul? No. And Harvey White went tumbling there. Yeah.
Welcome to League One, Harvey.
Yeah, you can't do that, unfortunately, mate. It's not like playing for Tottenham. It's a second switch for AFC Wimbledon. It is Ryan Longman, who's been making all the difference down this right-hand side for AFC Wimbledon. Has been replaced by Zach Robinson. And we are heading towards 10 minutes to go now. Your thoughts, Andrew?
I think we're letting them get in the game a little bit, Tom. They're not really threatening, are they? But I think we seem to be 3-0 up, coasting it, and just seeing the game out, looks like. I'd like to see us try to get the fourth, obviously, and get it. But there's still time in there. We just don't want them to score because that's they hurt when they do that.
Here's Jack Rodoni. It's not a bad delivery, and it's Callum Johnson with the ball away. Boys and girls, if you're watching and you haven't yet liked the stream, get us up to 150. That would be wonderful. Also, subscribe to the channel as well if you're brand new to this sort of thing. Do you think this is sort of, are we conserving a bit of energy for the next couple of weeks? Is this what this kind of...
No, I think Wimbledon got their tails out because they think... They're not going to win the game, are they? They know that. But if they could get one back goal difference at their level that they're at, if they could end up at 3-1, it would be a 3-2. Maybe it would be a different sort of reflection on the game for them, probably, wouldn't it? I just think we just need to get hold of the ball and start playing our football again. I don't like it when we make two changes when things are going so well for us, Tom. You disrupt it a little bit, especially when you take someone like Andy Cannon and play.
There we go. Harvey White's done well to win that. And here comes Ryan Williams now.
What this guy's
Ellis Harrison with his first proper chance on goal. Here he comes. It's a shot. He goes for the spectacular, and Sam Walker needs to get down quickly to that one. It's palmed away.
Get on him, Harrison.
To his left back.
Hey, that's just the thing. If that's Marcus on the pitch, they got that defender under pressure. Harrison just stands off him for 10 metres.
He is. We saw this in person. We saw this in person against Fleetwood, didn't we? He is quite a lazy footballer, Ellis Harrison. I don't quite know why. But here comes Lee Brown. It's the ball back to Ronan Curtis. Ball goes in to Ellis Harrison. It's a diving header, and how has he not scored that?
I'm going to start giving him a hard time, but
I'm not being funny, but that ball was
two
absolutely
occasions there. If Marcus
gorgeous.
is on the pitch, is a different game, isn't it?
And Marcus has scored that, hasn't he? Look at this ball. That is wonderful.
You can't miss that.
You can't. He's harder to miss that. And as Sean Meads has quite rightly said, Harrison couldn't win a raffle. He couldn't. I completely agree with that. I completely agree. That's probably comment of the evening. Here comes Ryan Williams now, and it's
going for a corner.
Yeah, it's dealt with. No, it is dealt with,
This is throw in.
and it will be a throw in. And Ronan Curtis will claim that one. Is there still a goal to come now, boys and girls?
Don't look like we're in any rush, does it?
Well, we should be, because we want to be 4 up, don't we? That would just top off the evening wonderfully. Sean's quite rightly said it's a half-hearted attempt from Harrison. Everything he does is half-hearted, unfortunately. I don't know if I'm maybe wrong in saying that, but it does come across that way, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So there we go. Right, Craig McGilvery with the ball at his feet to take a kick. Funnily enough. And Ellis Harrison again stands and watches the ball being headed away from him. Is Ronan Curtis, who picks it up 3/4 of the way into AFC Wimbledon territory. Here comes the new boy, Harvey White. Plays the ball over to Marcus Harness, who's so good on the ball. Here comes Lee Brown down the left-hand side. It's a good ball in. Harrison, again, watches the ball drift over his head. And it's away to Nesta Guinness-Walker. Can I be so bold?
He's done well, this kid.
Which one?
Don't worry, Jack. What was there?
Jack, what one?
The kid on left wing. Left
Callum Johnson.
No, they're wing back.
Oh, their wing back. Can I say something quite controversial? I don't enjoy watching Ellis Harrison play for Pompey.
No, I don't either.
I think it's rather frustrating. It connotes a sense of Ollie Hawkinness. I don't know if
He's
it
not
does.
that bad, but he is. What I don't like is what I do like is that all the players give 100%. He gives 20%. I think personally, that's how I feel.
There is another change that's been made for Pompey. It's Ryan Williams who is coming off and Ben Close coming on.
That's giving him a rest, Tom, because he's tired.
He's tired, absolutely. Ben Close was reminded in the week, well, yesterday, in fact, even with the signing of Harvey White from Tottenham Hotspur, that Ben Close is still very much in Kenny Jackett's plans moving forward for the rest of this League One campaign, which is good news because we love a bit of Ben, don't we?
They should be gone by the 31st January then.
Well, yeah, very true. Curtis is standing over this one. This is, as people have been saying in the comments, Harvey White territory. Andrew, very shortly, as Gaz has asked, we'll be going for your man of the match. We're not going to say that yet, though. We'll give the game another 5 minutes, and I'm pretty sure who you're going to give it to anyway, so there'd be no surprise to anyone.
I've mentioned him enough tonight.
Here comes Callum Johnson now. Ben Close with his first couple of touches on the ball. He's confined to the right-hand side of the pitch, and it's Ben Close. He gets a nice warm welcome to the pitch to Nesta Guinness-Walker, from Nesta Guinness-Walker. Right, 7 minutes to play in this one, ladies and gents. Thank you all so much for joining us across YouTube and Facebook. There's 176 of you in right now, which is excellent. If you could leave the stream a like, that'd be wonderful. Subscribe as well if you're brand new to this sort of thing. And myself and Andrew, as I keep saying, we'll keep you going. We've got a couple of big guests coming on over the next couple of weeks as well. So, yeah, make sure you're sticking around for that. We've got some big games to bring you in League One, and this will really show the next couple of weeks, I think. I know we've been speaking about it, bigging it up, but it will really show if Pompey are a team to be reckoned with. I think you'll agree with that.
Yeah, I do, Tom.
Harvey White's done well to find Lee Brown now. He takes it over halfway to Ronan Curtis, who's going to take it past 1 and 2
and 3 and 4.
And 3 and 4, and he's still got it, and it's finally taken away from him, and that will be Sean Raggett who will play that one back, and it's a free kick for, I don't know who it's for, but I heard the whistle go.
It's Wimbledon, looks like.
I think it might have been, actually. Yeah, it is. Not been the most exciting second half, Andrew. What's been your
The game was over at half time, wasn't it?
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that.
When Aaron was on earlier and he said this could be 6 or 7 route, I thought this is going to finish 4-0 still.
Well, it could still do, couldn't it? We've still got a couple of minutes to go. Be lovely if it does. I think we'll stick around all night and just chat to people on the celebrate, have a party if it's 4-0. You do want to watch your film, though, don't you?
Oh, God, I'll watch it later, mate. We'll watch the end of the game first.
I know you want to watch the end of the game. If anyone hasn't seen it, boys and girls, get on Lupin on Netflix. It's wonderful. After the game, obviously. Interesting comment from Sean, who is a voice of calm and reason on the channel. He said that the subs have killed the game. What's your take on that one? I'm inclined to agree.
Yeah, I think he's right. I think there's they've sort of neutraled the game, haven't they? Made it. The passing football we had. Marcus running. He's made all the difference in the running, hasn't he, up front? Cannon midfield is an engine, and we should have kept him on the pitch, in my view. But then you've got to give him a rest because he's got 3 tough games coming up. Give White a run out just so he can stretch his legs and get used to the team. The weather's changed again. Look at the weather out there; it's pouring with rain again. It's tough, isn't it? It's a tough night, but 3-0 up.
And tonight takes us 1 point within the top 2.
Let's not complain about it.
With a game in hand on the top team.
Let's just accept that we're well back by. Whoever that was then.
Sorry?
Who was that? The one the ball back? Callum Johnson.
He's been well tonight. He's done well.
Mm-hmm.
Charles, that is a total across YouTube and Facebook, mate. So I can tell you it's 157 on YouTube and 13 on Facebook. So, yeah, no, it's gusting around, isn't it? Gusting around. 86 minutes has been played, and that's a good assumption there from, well, good way to sum up the game there from Andrew. And as we say, it's a big couple of weeks, and I look forward. How many points then? 3 games. Hull, Charlton, Lincoln. No. Hull, Lincoln, Charlton. I think that's the right order.
We've got Hull and Lincoln at home, and then Charlton away, haven't we?
Yes.
We've only got 2 more home games coming up. Not in a line. But 3 in a row.
We're playing definitely Hull at the weekend. Then it's Lincoln away, then it's Lincoln on the Tuesday. Then it's Charlton away. Yeah, 3 in a row. Because we haven't had any for 35 days, have we?
No, I suppose, yeah.
Lee's going for 9 points. Aaron's going for 9 points. Anthony's a bit more conservative. He said 7 would be great. Andrew, your thoughts?
I'm going to go 9 points and win all 3 games 4-0.
Wonderful.
You'd wait and see, Tom.
Brian's
you heard it here first.
Gone for 7 points as well.
No, you heard it here first. 4-0, 4-0, 4-0.
Would you imagine?
After this one, that would be 4 in a row.
Ideally 9, realistically 7. Douglas is going for 9 points. Lewis is a bit of a not unpopular opinion, Lewis, because you're more than entitled to it. It's sensible substitutions by the gaffer. Points in the bag to give the other some time. That's what I said to you regarding Andy Cannon. I think in terms of the way that the game has gone since the substitutions, it's definitely slowed things down. But what do you reckon? I think
it's a fair comment.
I think,
Tom,
both points.
He's given some respite to the players that are on the pitch. Marcus and Andy Cannon.
I can hear the wind whistling in my ear at Fratton Park.
The work rate in those conditions tonight, absolutely immense from both players.
Sets of players.
It'd be just nice to have the luxury of bringing on another striker as quality of Marcus and the effort that Marcus puts in. We always said that from the day one. Marcus runs his socks off, works very hard. Initially, early in the season, he was playing him on his own up front, which is a waste of man. And now he's getting the service and he's getting the goals, isn't he?
Absolutely. 6 points, says Bacon Eater. Reese says, come on, you Blues. Mr. XXX is going for 9. I don't actually think you're too wrong with your 3-4-0 scorelines, because you did, as Mackenzie said, we beat Lincoln 4-1, didn't we, earlier on the season? So Andy's saying 9 points plus 12 goals. Andy, that's a brilliant comment. And we've done it. It's 4-0.
Here we go.
Is it Ben Close? If it's Ben Close, that's wonderful. It is.
Ben Close, go on, my son. He put it in 4-0. Come on.
There we go. Oh, boys and girls.
88 minutes, Tom.
It's 4.
Don't get excited yet. It ain't over.
Oh, it's 4. What you shushing me for? We're winning 4-0.
Neighbours don't want to hear it, do they?
Oh, let the neighbours hear it. Hold the front page. Hold the back page. It is 4-0 written all over it. There we go. What do you think of the goal?
A great goal. Ben Close, class act. And he looks up to see if there's any options. No options. I'm going to hit this.
God, brilliant.
I like that. He's a very, very, very clever footballer, Ben Close.
Brilliant. That is top draw. He's a very clever footballer. He's been waiting a while for it. Just let me quickly update the scoreboard. But ladies and gents, if you're just joining us, what 4 written all over it, and it is 4-0 to Pompey. And Andrew is going to take a picture of the iFollow footage. That's brilliant. And there it is. There's the picture's been taken. Wonderful. There we go. And now my phone.
Update the page. Tom.
Now my phone starts to go mental with people messaging me regarding the scoreline. So there we go. Boys and girls, there's over 200 of you in here now. Very warm welcome along to the stream. And it's 4. It's 4-0 and there's 3 minutes to be added on. I think this may finally be the day where we see...
Unless they score.
Unless they score, which I really hope they don't. I'll be so upset if they do. Oh... hopefully this is the last little bit of defending that Pompey will need to do.
And it's gone away for a goal kick.
And for the first time in 6 years, we are finally watching Pompey on 4-0 written all over it, winning 4-0. We have always missed them. I don't want to speak too soon. We're into stoppage time now. We have always missed them. And finally, it's happening.
We have been at a 4-0 when it went to 5-0.
Yes, that's true. We've seen many of those, but we've never seen a full time.
Not many 5-0.
4-0.
I've seen one that went to 5-0. We didn't want us to score again, but we did because it was a goal difference.
Oh, brilliant. But boys and girls, if you're just joining us and you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, please make sure you do so. Get the stream up as well. Get liking, and that'd be absolutely wonderful as we are now enjoying a 4-0 win. God, I never thought I'd say. Oh, please don't make it 5. That completely spoiled the evening.
Harrison's up there.
Please don't say it's 5.
Look, Harrison's having a row with Cabagne.
With who?
This guy, yeah, Cabagne.
Not happy.
Did you say to me, bro?
Let's all have a disco. Let's all have a disco. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Oh. Aggressive protestations of innocence.
Is that right?
Apparently. Brilliant. Well, as Joseph says, it's awesome. It's awesome. It better not. It can't score for the 5th time this evening. Just hold on to it, Pompey. Let's get it. Let's make it 4.
They know the score.
Hopefully they know. I'm sure they do.
Well,
I'm
Ronan
sure
does
they know.
Ben Close.
I'm sure
they all know the score.
Well, yeah. Ronan and Ben Close definitely do.
Well, so does Jacket. We've interviewed him, haven't we?
Yeah, we've chatted to Kenny as well, so he'll know the score as well. It's all part of the plan.
It was a master plan.
All part of the plan. Oh, can't believe it.
Years ago, when people kept asking me what the plan was, and I said I can't say.
This was it, was it? 4-0 at AFC Wimbledon against AFC Wimbledon. Oh my God, I don't believe it's 4-0. There we go.
And he's knocked out for
brilliant Ben Close.
And it's 20 seconds from 4-0.
Oh, it's all over. It's finished at Fratton Park.
Oh, congratulations,
I
Tom.
can confirm.
Congratulations,
Finished 4-0.
Come on, boys.
Oh, that's an amazing feeling. I can't quite believe that. 4-0. Johnny Marquis, Ryan Williams with the goal of the evening. Sean Raggett, Ben Close. It's all over.
There's a team down there. Go south with a lot of go south.
All over.
Gonna take us there.
Finally.
To the Premier.
What's in a name? Massive 4-0. Congratulations, says Lee. Thank you very much. Finally. Well done, Tom and Andrew. 4-0 written all over it. Cheers, Anthony, mate. It is the first time in 6 long years that we've seen Pompey on the channel winning by 4-0. Andrew, just describe it to me in a couple of words, if you can. How wonderful is this?
It's never in doubt. The next 3 games, 4-0, 4-0, 4-0. That'll be 4-0s in a row.
Well,
I'm predicting it.
I think we should chat about the game because it was a brilliant watch, wasn't it? What a comfy win.
Yeah, Ben Close comes off the pitch and says, cool as a character. Look at him. So cool as a cucumber. Look at him. He just walks off the pitch and he's gone, yeah, that's easy.
There you go. All done.
They all played well, to be fair. Man of the match, you want me to give you a man
of the match? Yes. Give us your man of the match and your reasons behind it.
Okay. it's obvious for me, Tom. It's got to be Andy Cannon. He played his socks off, worked very hard. Marcus had a good game as well, but Hank Cannon's my man. Class act, mate. We've got to hang on to him. He's a very, very, very special player.
Wonderful. Well, Amy said, thanks, Tom and Andrew. Brilliant game. What a score. See you on Saturday for another 4-0. Amy knows it. Amy knows it. At last, says the legend on me. See you on Saturday. Thank you very much. The legend. And Andrew, once again, is going to take a quick... Oh, no, it's gone. Oh, it's gone.
Disappointing when
he missed it.
Take a picture of your desk.
Adam, thank you very much for joining the stream as always. It's great to have you with us. And yeah, it's great to have everyone with us. I hope we had the 4-0 bet on. Did you have the 4-0 bet on? No, you didn't.
Never bet on it, Tom.
Not this evening. Not this evening. But what an enjoyable return to Fratton Park that was. That was brilliant. That was absolutely wonderful. And Andrew, that was absolutely wonderful for you to join me as well.
The stats are good as well, Tom.
The stats look good. The stats look excellent. And I am now going to go and respond to a million messages that have just come through on the phone. Dario, thank you very much indeed. We're going to absolutely smash it against Hull. I think you're right there. Marcus said, thank you so much for everything. That's all right, mate. Thank you for joining us. And Ollie said he loved the stream. Brilliant. To round it off with a 4-0. See you on the next one. Absolutely, mate. 6 years. Yeah, James, the last time we were watching a 4-0 on the channel, or the last time we
were at the game.
Well, we were at the game or we were covering it. So there we go. It's Instagram's the best one. It's on Andrew's side of the screen down there. And that is it. 4-0 written all over it. Never thought I'd say that, but it has finished. 4-0 written all over it. Any final words for the viewers before we leave them?
No, Tom. It's stay safe and well, everyone, and always and forever play at Pompey.
Play at Pompey. And final comment from Oscar. He said, thank you for the streams. They are great. Not a problem, mate. And we will see you on Saturday. As Andrew just said, I'm going to reiterate it to you, but Pompey have won 4-0, which means it is finally 4-0 written all over it. Bye-bye from us.
Cheers.